Cool. We are live. We are live. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to set that up. All right. As we get people to enter the chat, I know it's going to be a little different, being that this is going to be in just chatting on Twitch. Twitch.tv, Reggie versus Solace. This is the weekly show we're doing, episode number 2, right? Football, bro. Pro football rants with Reggie and Joe, man. So, like I said, me and Joe, we've been talking for decades, really, about football. This is kind of our thing that we discuss. We've always done it as boys in college. We've done it as boys just going up around Southview. This is our thing. We got 2 different teams. It's always cool when those teams come together and play each other. But I mean, we're all in the NFC. We both have ups. Both teams are kind of on downs. The Giants, like I said, we overachieved last year, considering the talent, right? We completely overachieved. There's no way we should have been anywhere close to the playoffs with that talent. It was a lot of risk with Saquon coming back. I mean, we know Saquon's good, coming back off injury, but he was a question mark because 2 years into it, he was injured. Let me see about this. Man, I got this glare that's going on me. I don't like it. Let's see if I can do it maybe like this. Okay, that's a little better, I guess. All right, cool. So we're going to do this thing here. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Pro Football Rants podcast with Reggie and Joe. So my man Joe right over here, Falcons fans aficionado. Say what's up to the people, Joe.
Always, man. Learn the Falcons till the wheels fall off.
Till the wheels fall off, for real. It's big. So what I wanted to do, I want to discuss 3 things. We're going to keep it short. It's going to be a 30-minute pod this week. But we're going to come back next week, probably start it right on Monday or whatever, or something like that, and probably do a 2-episode because there's so much to talk about when you're talking about free agency. You got Lamar Jackson out there. So we're going to talk a little bit. So I want to start it. I want to start it with Lamar Jackson because that's the topic of the day, of the week. Everyone's talking about it. I want us to kind of start talking about it real quick here too. It's saying it like this, man. I was having a discussion with Commanders fans because I want to see the Commanders do good. You guys know I'm a Giants fan. I got my Odell jersey on. We're going to talk a little bit about that towards the end of the pod because I want my man to come home. Giants still don't have a number 1 fucking receiver, and they're tripping. Paris Campbell is not going to fucking cut it. Sterling Shepard is not going to cut it. Wan'Dale Robinson is not going to cut it. We got like 5 number 3 receivers. What the fuck? All right. Darius Slayton. Yo, he should have solely went to the Falcons. Fuck y'all. But anyway. The man. And we paid $12 million for that. Anyway. But I want to talk about Lamar Jackson. Here's what I'm trying to say. Can you name the last time a MVP, a former MVP, has become available in free agency? I'm going to open it up to you, Joe. And like I said, make sure the mic is good. I want former MVP. Okay, last year. Matt Ryan. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, how old is Matt Ryan? Because I think he's like, 37 or whatever? But he's,
you know what I mean? Like 37, 38.
All right. So, Matt Ryan, you could say Aaron Rodgers, because I think he's been an MVP, right? I think so, right? All right. Mm-hmm. All those guys are in their late 30s, right? Yes. I just turned 40. They're closer to my age than a young Lamar Jackson. Now, Lamar Jackson got his MVP, and I think in his, 3rd year? If I'm not mistaken. Was it his 3rd year?
Yeah.
3rd year. He just turned 26. So, what I'm talking about is in his prime. When the fuck is the last time an MVP became available? I can't even say Cam Newton because Cam Newton was a little older.
Yeah, he was older.
When he did in 2015. He was in his 20s, but it was like 29-ish or whatever.
He's right there on the cusp.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? And so, when I was having a discussion with the Commanders fans, we live in D.C., near Maryland, D.C. area, DMV, right? And I actually want to see them do good. And I feel they have way more talent on their roster than the Giants. But yet, they couldn't beat us last year. They had 2 opportunities, and they tied one, and they lost the other. And they should have won both because they're far more talented. Like, we don't even have a Jahan Dotson on our team. He's their rookie stud. We don't even have that. And they got Scary Terry. Excuse me.
And Curtis Samuel.
We have nowhere near that. I like all three, bro. And so I'm thinking, it was clearly quarterback. Now, Dwayne Haskins passed away. They spent the draft pick on them. Rest in peace to Dwayne, because the media did him dirty, like he was doing anything wrong. We've all been out there on the streets, on a car stop. He got hit by a fucking car, and they tried to vilify him like he was on drugs or some shit. What are you doing? Fuck the media on that, because I was like, oh, there's some dirty shit, right? He was in an accident on the side of the fucking highway and got hit. He's the victim. But anyway, fuck him. Okay. Dwayne Haskins' pick didn't work out. I like Heineke. I like his grit. I like the fact that he's a dog.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? We can recognize. See, that's why I love my man Joe. You can recognize dogs. He may not be the talented quarterback, but he's a fucking dog. He's gonna he's playing like he's gonna be benched, and I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I love the fact that we picked him up.
Picked him up. Falcons was on the money. This
fact that we picked him up.
Picked him up because if Ritter ain't gonna work out, you got Heineke that's gonna win you some games.
And Heineke already said he coming in. He gonna push Ritter.
He gonna push. I mean, he's a Georgia native anyway. So okay.
He gonna push Ritter, but he gonna push him in a good way. He gonna push him so where he gonna make sure that he's getting the best out of him.
So that's what it is. Okay, I see. I'm gonna try to go with this here. This light is kind of pissing me off. Let me see if I can turn this off. All right, we're just gonna go with this. Fuck it.
I got that same light.
Yeah, it was blowing me. All right, cool. All right, it's blowing me, man. Maybe this light I need to change and make it kind of blowing me. Okay, well, we'll do this little daylight joint right here. Okay, cool. All right, so listen. So, my thing with Falcons are linked to Lamar Jackson, or saying no at least. They're saying no to Lamar Jackson. And then also the Commanders are saying no to Lamar Jackson, right? I feel like this. I'm looking at it from NFC East. I watch the big YouTube players, and the ones that I'm talking about is Louis T. He's a great Redskins podcaster on YouTube, right? You got Law Nation, who's big on Cowboys. He's almost at 100K YouTube subscribers. Good content for the Cowboys. You got Laura Brunson. Like I said, he's not as big on the Eagles. But you know, like I said, he's the one that got the hurt season hats. You got AJ Brown wearing his hat. He created that. So big ups. When I was shit talking Jalen Hurts, he believed in him. And now look, the players are rocking his hats. That's his brand. Shout out to him. And then you got the boys, that's the Giants fans, Bad Dog Sports, right? Bad Dog is the biggest of them because he covers Lakers content also. They all do like a roundtable podcast, right? I respect them. My thing is I always watch every 3 months they come together and do a roundtable, right? And they talk about, they shit talk each other. You know, they talk about their teams, you know, Eagles, Cowboys wanting to smoke with each other, all that good shit. And I was looking at the Redskins or Commanders. You know, like I said, we're old school. They're Redskins. That's because we grew up in this area. But anyway, Commanders. Always gonna be the Redskins. Anyway, so the Commanders was shit talking. Louis T. You know, he's super shit talking. And I was thinking like, damn, with that talent, Lamar Jackson will set them the fuck off. I'm a Giants fan, right? And we overpaid for Daniel Jones, but I'm okay because there's no quarterback controversy. Like as a fan, you don't want that. You don't want quarterback controversy. It reads its ugly head over the whole offseason. And I'm like, all right, cool. If Daniel Jones could win with Richie James, give him some fucking type of talent, and he should be able to do a little better. And he overachieved. The Vikings shouldn't have lost to the Giants, but like I said in the last pod, there's no reason that the Vikings fans don't have smoke with Kirk Cousins. You lost to the fucking Giants. What are you doing? You're a better team. You had a way better record. You smoked your division. Why'd you go into the playoffs and not win a game? To a team that you beat in the regular season. But okay, right? I'm speaking nothing but facts. They lost to the Giants and got smoked, and we were actually favored because everyone was like, "Oh, the Vikings gonna lose to the Giants." And anyway, my thing with Lamar Jackson is a person that's in his prime and won MVP in his third season doesn't come available too often. To me, he's worth 2 first-round picks. To me, he's worth guaranteed money. Now, I was trying to say this: the breakup with Baltimore is bad. You all been in that relationship where either it's us or the woman, she's going to be on some get back or we're going to be on some get back. A scorned lover. That's what Lamar Jackson is. Oh, Deshaun fucking Watson can get $230 million guaranteed and he hasn't even sniffed MVP? That's what you're thinking, because think about it. Yeah. When you're a quarterback in a fraternity, especially black quarterback, there's few of them. You're thinking, all right, I'm looking at his accolades, right? Because he was great as a rookie. Don't get me wrong. He was smoking. All right? He can get 230 guaranteed, and I took this bum squad to an MVP status, right? One MVP, he led the fucking NFL in touchdown passes. Not Tom Brady, not Aaron Rodgers. He did that. For a person that says they say, oh, he's a running back and he can't throw the ball, he led the entire fucking NFL in passing touchdowns that year. And you mean to tell me he can't sniff 230 mil guaranteed? Right? He came available. And I'm looking at, they said there's 3 teams. Falcons, the Colts, Leno's team, right, has no fucking quarterback. And Sam Ellinger ain't it, or Ellinger, whatever the fuck his name is. He ain't it. And then you got the Washington Commanders. And they'll say Tennessee in there too, but Tennessee got the cuz from Liberty.
Willis.
Yeah, even though for some reason he can't fucking throw the ball. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, but they got Willis. Yeah, they're right. But they got Willis as a second round pick. So you got to at least see what's going on with that. Mind you.
Willis, he was a third round pick too.
Okay, third round. Fine. No problem. Sam Howell is a 5th round pick. Coming from a program that's not used to developing quarterbacks. I'm not speaking anything false right now. Go back 4 or 5 years to North Carolina. Who the fuck are their quarterbacks?
I'm trying to think. Don't they got a good wide receiver coming out this year too?
Yep. Downs. Exactly. They got a good one coming out this year. You're right. They got a good one. Drake May made him good. And listen, what I'm trying to say, there's a reason why Sam Howell went in the 5th fucking round. We're not stupid. They're thinking he's going to turn around like Tom Brady did, because Tom Brady went 7th out of from Michigan. But I think Tom was a backup. So listen, that's a super 1 in a million type of chance that Sam Howell's going to turn into a fucking Tom Brady. Mac Jones didn't even do that, and he's in the same fucking system. I want you to be. I'm speaking nothing. I just want the Skins to be good. I wanted all the NFC East teams to be in the playoffs so we could be shit talking, because the NFC East was down for a couple of years. And the only team that fucked that up was the Commanders. But they're more talented than my squad. What am I thinking? You plug Lamar Jackson with Scary Terry, Jahan Dotson, and Carter Samuel with Robinson in the backfield? You can split with Gibson? You mean to fucking tell me they not going to be at least 2nd or 3rd in the NFC? Come on, bro. Get the fuck up out of here. That is a solid lineup. But you know what's not getting that done, bro? Sam Howell. If you plug Sam Howell in, we like, he ain't doing shit. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. He ain't. The max he gonna do is win the same amount of games as motherfucking Taylor Heineke. Possibly, nigga. Man, see? They got me hot for no reason. But I want to know your take. And this is the thing too. I've seen Desmond Ridder. That's his name, right? Desmond Ridder, right? I kept wanting to say like Desmond or whatever. Desmond Ridder. I've seen him take Cincinnati to a damn near undefeated season. I've seen him do it. I've seen his comp saying, you know what? He's going to be a great 12-year player quarterback. He may not have first round tangibles, which he doesn't, but he's going to be serviceable. There's plenty of quarterbacks. We've seen the McCowns. We've seen the McCowns have 13, 14-year NFL careers. That's going to be Ritter. He may not wow you, but he's not going to be on the floor. He's not going to be a bust like a Josh Rosen. He's not going to do that. He's going to be serviceable, and that's what it is. So, you guys pick him up. He sat behind Matt Ryan or whoever was down there. Mariota, my bad. Mariota. He sat behind it. And I seen a draft today. Like I said, I want to get your take, Joe. You got your microphone and everything. I've seen a draft this today that showed you guys trading up to go. Yeah, I know. See, I see trading up to the number 3 pick and selecting Anthony Richardson. Yeah. And I didn't like that because I'm saying I got more confidence in Ritter than I do a Howell based on their bodies of work. Ritter was in the championship or the semifinals in college. You cannot negate that. That's exactly what he was. Now, was Cincinnati going to beat, I think they play with Alabama, right? Or whatever. They were not going to beat that squad. You know, Alabama got blue chippers on their bench. We're not doing that. But for him to get there is what I'm saying. Shows that he has some talent. And it's the same thing translated. Sauce Gardner was the starting cornerback on that team. Sauce, day one. Oh, he's got the talent. And you're seeing that. You know what I mean? And remember, Cincinnati has NFL players in the pipeline. Both Kelsey brothers played at Cincinnati. You see what I'm saying? So they're no slouch. And their coach came from the ranks. So it's like, yo, they're a mid-major program with NFL talent is what I'm trying to say. And so the probability of Ritter being a serviceable starter is higher than a motherfucking Sam Howell. We've seen busts come from North Carolina. They don't have the cachet to give me the confidence saying, you know what? Give him a shot. Over Lamar Jackson. Now, my thing, and I know I've been talking a lot. My thing is if Lamar wasn't available, then go with Howell. You're going to be 4th place anyway. But go with him. I would have still kept Heineke because remember, if people don't remember, Heineke was being mid, which, because like I said, he came from Old Dominion. His floor, his ceiling's not going to be that high. They went with Carson Wentz, and that's when they lost to fucking Cleveland. It was Carson Wentz. But if you keep Heineke, at least you have a shot. They said, okay, we're gonna go away from that. Like I said, I think it's a stupid move, right? Stupid move. Because Jacoby Brissett is not going to win you games. He's going to be basically what Ritter is, serviceable. He's not going to win you games. He had the whole floor when Deshaun Watson had a 10-game suspension. And they were losing games with that squad. Cleveland got a squad. They didn't have the quarterback. And that's what I'm saying. You got 2 running backs that could start right fucking now. And Jacoby Brissett cannot win with that. All right, man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on what's going on with Lamar Jackson right now.
In my head, Lamar is a better fit for the race.
Okay.
Is whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
And I only say that because it's not too much they actually need, per se, outside of maybe offensive line.
Yep.
They always need
offensive line, exactly. Yep. And they can keep their second-round pick and build the offensive line. It takes 2 first. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. So he's a better fit there than he would be for us. And I only say that because we're building our team through the draft, basically.
Facts.
Like, we're picking up key free agents, signing them 2-year deals.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of our free agents outside of I say Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates got, I think, 4 or 5 year contract.
Oh, y'all the ones that picked up Bates?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Great pickup. Great fucking
like,
pickup. I didn't know where he went. I just know that Cincinnati lost both their safeties. But they went he went to it. Okay, that's a great pickup, bro. You already know that though. Go ahead. You already know. Bates can play. Bates can play.
As soon as the season was over, they spotted him out with AJ Terrell, Casey Hayward, and one of our coaches, I believe.
Yeah. That's a good pickup.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup. Yeah. You already know that though. So you already know.
But the rest of the free agent pickups that we got, they maybe
minimum deals, 2 years. Yep.
Yeah. So
y'all still in the rebuilding age. Yeah. Y'all rebuilding still.
At the same time, we're staying in the mix.
Yep. Oh, because
some shit.
It's trash. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So we stay in the mix. So it's like, I want to see him, and like I could see him in Washington because he'll have the weapons that he's never had before.
Never had before, bro. That's what I'm saying. And that's my only argument. I don't want Commanders fans to think I'm trying to vilify him. I feel Sam Howell, and I'm on record, and I've been wrong. You see the last episode, I gave you your flowers. I was wrong on Parsons. I was 100% wrong on Parsons. I don't ever see Sam fucking Howell, being an MVP. I don't ever see him being the best quarterback in the NFC East. Period. I do not see it. I don't. I think he's more closer to Mitch Trubisky.
He's right there with Mitch Trubisky.
Same fucking program. Same coaching. Same coaching. Who coached both of them? The fucking North Carolina coach. Come on, bro. He's more closer to that than he is to being an MVP fucking P. Lamar Jackson won the Heisman and the MVP. He won the... I'm going to put that to people again. People, and he's always been underrated. He was underrated when he whipped Florida State's ass. I was at the fucking joint when he whipped Florida State's ass in college. He beat our ass with less talent at Louisville. Less talent. But he put his balls on the table and whooped our ass. He won the Heisman. And then you get to the NFL, and in 2 years you win the MVP? He's the only one that's done that. Not Sam Bradford. Not what's his name? What was Couch? Eric Couch? Not him. None of those, not Johnny Manziel. None of those Heisman guys won the Heisman, and then you get to the NFL and you win the MVP. None of them, except for Lamar. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People trying to bring up injury, and then the white folks, oh, he's a running back. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. He's 26. And with Washington's talent, he's going to be nasty. Terry McLaurin will be like, yo, bring him in. Holy shit. Yep. He can throw me bombs. Off. Anyway, he will go off. And that's what I'm trying to say. But they're tripping because he's worth way more than 2 first-round picks. I'm thinking 2 first-round picks. Washington got what's Washington's pick this year? Because they were middle of the pack. So they're like 18th or whatever the fuck, 19th.
Somewhere.
It's not a top 10 pick. Fuck you talking about?
We got the 8th pick. That was my follow with getting, because I was not trying to give up the 8th
that's
pick.
Fine.
Another first round pick for next year and still have to pay him.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not tripping off that because you guys are still rebuilding. Washington is right there. Remember, if they beat us one time, they're in the playoffs. One time, they tied, which is neither here or there, and then they lost the second game, and then they lost to Cleveland, but you brought in Carson Wentz. We all knew Carson Wentz was a dud. It's Carson Wentz.
I don't even know why they did that shit. I laughed my ass off.
Man. Anyway, enough about them. I think that either Delano's team should go after Lamar, or the Washington Commanders should go after Lamar. I'm thinking the Commanders they're a quarterback away. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you got to look at your team and say, you know what? what's our biggest deficiency? We know the offensive line because they didn't sign none of those guys we talked about the last pod. Okay. But also, you're thinking, wait a minute, if we sign Lamar, what's the one thing he's elite at? Scrambling. So your line it doesn't have to be the best because he can get busy out the pocket.
Yep.
Sam Howell, with that line is going to get destroyed. How are they not seeing that? You got fucking Leno starting. You got motherfucking Leno starting, bro. All right, man. All right. You got Chase. Anyway, all right, whatever. Let's talk about your squad. What's going on? We wanted to talk a little bit about draft, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. Where you guys see you going in the first round. Like I said, I saw a mock draft today, had you guys trading up, getting Anthony Richardson. I don't think that's going to happen. You guys are currently 8th. I've also seen another mock draft where you guys went D-line. And I saw that you guys picked up Tyree, I think his name is Wilson from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
is that it?
Tyree Wilson.
I saw one mock draft. You guys picked him up, the D lineman who's got crazy attributes, but it's a smaller school in Texas Tech. But what's your take?
If Tyree Wilson is there when we pick, he's going to be the pick.
Okay. Yeah. I think he's top 10.
Yeah. Nah, he's top. The way things are going, like, he's going to be the first defensive lineman take. It's
like pure defensive lineman.
Yeah, pure defensive
because
lineman.
Will Anderson is a stud. Yeah. All right, we're not going to do that. That's a dog, by the way.
If we was to trade up to number 3, like they say, it's going to be
pick
Will
him.
Anderson. Because
I still like that pick. I like that. If you trade up and get him, now listen, he's a Parsons. And it's like I said, I eat my crow, but that's who I thought because the college tape matches. You see what I'm saying? From him being a sophomore, he was a fucking stud. And I was like, he's baby LT. I'll be honest with you. He's baby Lawrence Taylor. Like he's got that.
He can do whatever it is that he wants.
Yeah. Everything. There's no flaws. Maybe he don't run a 4.4. That's the only thing. Because LT in 82 really ran a 4.4 coming out. It was crazy. You was big as fuck running a 4.4.
LT, he was probably up all day.
Yeah, he was up on it. He sure was. He had a little bit of white girl energy in him and he was gone. Sure was. He probably was running 4.3 on that. But anyway. But everything else besides the 4.4 speed Will Anderson Jr. has. Yeah, he's going to be that guy.
So, hypothetically speaking, if he was to trade up, it would be because he's still sitting on the ball and 2 of the top 3 quarterbacks have already gone off the ball. So we're not looking at quarterbacks. They already made that clear today when they put out the statement saying that Desmond Ridder is the starter for next year.
Okay. So who do you got? Who do you want? If you were the GM, I don't know who your GM is. Is it Dimitrov again or whoever? Who's your GM?
Hell nah. We got Terry Fontenot.
Okay. So if you were Fontenot.
With New Orleans.
Okay. All right. But I know y'all hate New Orleans. The Falcons and New Orleans fans hate each other, bro.
Yeah, I was sketchy about him at first, but since he been here, like, he done clean house and he got
doing it the right way. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Okay, so what's your take? If you the GM, who y'all picking with that 8th pick?
If Tyree Wilson is there, most likely Tyree Wilson. It's going to be between Tyree Wilson and one of the cornerbacks. They really like Christian Gonzalez.
He's a stud. Now, wait a minute. See, you just mentioned you guys got AJ Terrell. You still got Trufant. Was that correct? Did I hear that correctly? Who's your second cornerback?
Casey Hayward.
Oh, you got Hayward. Okay. Now, I know he's a little long in the tooth now, but he's had some good seasons about 4 or 5 years ago. So you got Terrell and Hayward as the starters. Why would you go corner there? Because you want to move Hayward to the slot?
Yeah, because Hayward is getting older.
Okay. I know he's in his 30s. Right. Maybe 30.
That and we need the depth. We don't have no real depth. Last year, our secondary got punished. I mean, we was down to, the corner, what's his name? Cornell Armstrong.
Armstrong, yeah, who is a no-namer. Jag, just the guy.
I didn't even know who Buddy was. And
okay.
He was out there starting.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we down to Cornell Armstrong, yeah, we gonna need all the depth we can get.
So what's your take on Joey Porter Jr.?
I like,
because you know his father a dog. Like his father's a fucking dog.
And I know he gonna have that same attitude, but at the same time, he a new age child, so he gonna have a different.
Yeah,
different swag.
That's respect. That's respect. That's respect.
Yeah, so he real physical with it. But that's one thing I have noticed. He's physical with it. He will get beat.
Okay.
So that's the one thing he really does have to work on. But as far as like anything 15, 20, maybe 25 yards, he'll get it.
Okay.
But if you try him over the top and he got to flip his hips, that's been an issue.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why he really wasn't in the talks of one of the corners that we've been looking at. It's been Devin Witherspoon and Christian Gonzalez. Them cheese. Those are two names that's been linked with the Falcons since we is. And
I hear Witherspoon's a dog. I'm hearing that name a lot. I don't like his school.
Hell no.
I don't like the school.
I love him because he is physical as fuck.
Okay, that's good.
Like,
so would you like Witherspoon there? Because I'm hearing Witherspoon's top 12 pick. I'm hearing a lot of Witherspoon. Okay.
Gonzalez, Witherspoon, like the only difference to me is Witherspoon's aggressiveness.
Okay.
And his tackling skills. Gonzalez, to me, he's more finesse.
Yes, I was gonna say, but Gonzalez is very finesse. Yeah, versus Porter and Witherspoon are physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the difference between Porter and Witherspoon is Witherspoon won't get beat over the top.
Ah, okay. Which is why people are seeing that Joey Porter's the third corner coming off. Yeah. Ah, okay. Because I like his height, like 6'2" corner. Sign me up. Okay, yeah, but he's gonna get beat. He's gonna get beat.
It's another corner. Just look for him, Jalen Jones. I think he's coming out of Texas A&M.
Okay.
He's 6'2", I think, a little over 200.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think he ran like a 4.4, 4.5, one of the two.
Okay. But he's a little bigger corner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That and he's young. I think he's like 20, maybe 21.
Mm-hmm.
So he still has time to still grow and develop.
Mm-hmm.
And I love him. I love him on the Falcons.
Okay.
Because I know he's that man type of corner. You can let him say, go get him, and he'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Who are y'all receivers? I want to talk a little bit about receivers because I'm going to go off on a rant. But who are y'all receivers? Right now you got London. Ridley's now with the Jaguars. Who's the other receivers?
You got Mac Hollins. We just picked him up.
That ain't it. You know that's not it. I don't want to join in your squad. That's not it. But
go ahead, have fun.
What are we doing?
It's only going to be worse after Mac Hollins. It don't get no better.
Bro.
Like, we just signed Scotty Miller from Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller. All right, bro. Why aren't you at least considering going receiver? What are we doing? Who are these guys? Oh shit! He said Scotty Miller in 2023. No, I'm not gonna join. I'm not gonna join. I'm not that guy. No. I'm trying my best. Who?
The notification.
You said it with confidence, though. You said it with confidence. You did.
I ain't have a choice. This shit just happened a couple of hours ago.
Oh, my man said it with confidence.
He
said, "Yeah, we just got Scotty Miller." Yeah, we going. Whoo.
I was at work.
Scotty Miller.
I was like, "Oh, he just signed somebody. Who he signed? Scotty Miller? What the fuck?"
That's not it, bro. Whoo, it's not it.
Why?
Oh shit, that's not it.
Like,
Scotty Miller.
Traded for Elijah Moore. That's what I wanted us to do.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. What the fuck? He went so cheap. We picked up Jamison fucking Crowder when we could have got more. and get across in the same building. I can't even say across the pond. Bitch, we in the same building. What are we? Yeah, I saw that and I raged. I said, what? He went for what?
I was outside at my job, and I was shit that we keep all our extra little shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that shit came across my phone. I was like, what we could
have. I'm feeling the same way. What? Like, why not go that? And Elijah is that. Exactly, bro. He's that. The only reason he's gone is because Aaron Rodgers is bringing over his boys. And that's it. And they got Wilson as their number one. What are we talking about? Like, he went for cheap.
This shit is crazy because as soon as the season ended, I knew he was upset.
Okay. Yeah. We knew that. Yeah, we knew that.
So I was like, okay, bet. If he's pissed off, let's go and get him. We could probably get him for cheap. So I've been watching him. There was two people this whole offseason I've been watching.
Okay.
Elijah Moore and Greedy Williams, the corner that Philly got.
Pissed me off. Yeah. I was so pissed the fuck off he went to Philly. I'm like, yo, 6'3". Now, he hasn't played up to the second round billing that he went. But 6'3", and you covering maybe a slot? He's going to be nice in Philly because he don't got to cover a number one or number two. He's going to be covering the number 3. God damn, they got better. Because I would snatch Greedy. Greedy would be our number 2 on the Giants. Remember, we started Cordell fucking Flott.
Nigga, we had Cornell Armstrong.
Cordell's are just trash. So listen. And so I'm like, Greedy Williams will be a nice number 2. Plus, he's got the size. Come on, man.
I ain't the only one, so Bobby, you a bitch. And Philly, y'all some bitches. Because y'all ain't need him for real.
At all. They didn't need him at all. They didn't need him at all. They sure didn't.
You should have came to the A. You know damn well you wrong for that bullshit.
Yeah, Philly didn't need him. Philly got better right there, too. I was mad. Now, I think Terrell Edmonds going to get burnt in Philly because he's not really a good safety. He's going to get toasted. Yeah, they're thinking he's Courtney Garner Johnson. Nah, bruh. Nah. No. Edmonds ain't it.
I just got
Yo! 100%. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's exactly it. He's not it. They think, oh, yeah, we got Edmonds and they hyping him up. No. Over the top, he's getting toasted. He's buns. You better put him in the box.
I mean, hot dog buns. Like,
he sure is, bro. He's buns. There's a reason why they didn't. Pittsburgh was like, all right, get this nigga out of here. We're done. Get him out of here, man.
Not the brother.
No, at all. He's nowhere near. And he's older. He's the older brother. That's the funny thing. He's the older brother.
I wanted the younger brother.
Oh, yeah. The younger brother is a stud. But, yeah, that older brother, nah, it's not it, bro. He should just be playing linebacker. That's his natural position. But he playing safety.
But he's too small to play linebacker.
He's like the I'm about to say our boy Geno Hayes. My bad. Rest in peace, bro. What's his name? The dude from Georgia. Shit. N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean. That's exactly it. Yeah, you basically 5'11", 2 whatever. You should be playing safety, but you played all you played in college was linebacker, so that's what you play. But you really should be playing safety. Yeah, just in the box safety. There's room for that. We've seen Landon Collins be great at being that in the box safety. Sometimes teams run 3 safeties. Now, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta have the right system for that.
You gotta have the system. Exactly. That's why I'm gonna say that too. If you got the system, like we got Wink Martindale, he's gonna blitz. So Landon's perfect with that. Getting in there, you always blitzing the safety because you got 2 other safeties covering your deep outs. It's like, okay, cool. That's what Edmonds should be playing. He should be playing that instead of putting him in coverage like a traditional two deep. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. We'll see what does. I mean, Philly got I think Sean Desai or whatever, the new coordinator. We'll see what type of runs. I hear rumors that they're going 3-4, so we're gonna see how that works. I hear they're switching it up, going to a 3-4. I was gonna say that too, but. I'm praying for Philly's downfall. I'm gonna front. So we're gonna see. I hear they're going 3-4. We'll see how it works.
Jalen Hurts get paid. I don't care. I just want to
get the money. Yeah, exactly. Because he a solid dude. Exactly. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that he's with Philly.
Cool, calm, collected.
He sure does. Yeah. And he's a coach's kid too. You know what I mean? So his father did him right. Father did him right though, and he handled himself correctly at Alabama because a lot of people wouldn't have handled it like that, and he did his thing. Went to Oklahoma, did his thing there too. Got drafted in the second round. Philly fans didn't like that, but he proved them wrong. He was the best quarterback in the NFC. Last year by far the best quarterback in the NFC, like all season. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is on that. All right, so let's talk these receivers. So I was looking I'm a night owl, so I was up to 3 in the morning, maybe 4 in the morning, looking at receivers. Right, I wanted to see the size, the height, the weight, how they did at the combine. The pro days are coming up for the receivers. The quarterbacks just went last week. All right, so you know me, my dream scenario with the Giants is we draft. I think we picked 25, right? Because I know last pod I wasn't up on my information. I apologize. And I didn't know where we were picking, right? I just knew we were in the late 20s because we were a playoff team. So we picked 25, and I think Dallas picks 26. So we're right before Dallas. Both got 2 different needs, though, so I'm not concerned with them. The Giants, I seen a draft where since we lost Nick Gates went to the Commanders. But Nick Gates was fringe. He wasn't like a stud at center. But in this draft, they had us taking a center. John Michael Smith, exactly. So damn, look, see, and that's why my man Joe knows draft. Out of Minnesota, I like the school. Yeah. I like Big Ten schools with linemen. Sign me up. Sign me up. Iowas, the Ohio States, the Minnesotas, the Northwesterns. Give me them all day. Big boys, corn-fed. Give it to me. Yeah, all that. Give it to me.
Move hay bales with
yes, since they was 6. So give me all that. So if we went center, it's not the sexy pick, but we better draft corner and or receiver in the second round. Now, if we go center in the first, I'm telling you, I do not want to go out of the first 3 rounds without a corner and a receiver. This is the one draft where we need skill positions because we lack talent. We lack talent at those positions right now.
Receivers all through this draft, though.
Now, right. That's why I'm saying now. I was before I looked last night, before I did my research, I was thinking there was going to be 5 receivers going in the first round. The way the mock drafts were looking is that's not the case, right? So I was like, okay, if it works out like that and there's quality talent in the second, because the drafts that I was seeing was saying, you know what, Hyatt may slip to the second, and then I'm trying to trade up, all right? So I was looking, okay, let's say we go with your boy at center with the 25th pick. We don't pick to number 50-something in the second round. I think because the third round pick went for Waller, who's going to be basically our starting wide receiver, so to speak, right? Because we still got Bellinger, who I think is going to be the blocking tight end. Yes, do a little bit of catches. Yeah, he's actually solid. So I was thinking, all right. I saw some of the Giants guys saying, you know what, the key that what they're thinking that we're going to do with, I think because Kafka is our offensive coordinator, right? Former scrub quarterback, better coordinator, Kafka. What they're thinking is that Waller is really going to be our wide receiver, similar to how Kansas City uses Travis Kelce. He's their leading reception touchdown guy, wide receiver, but he plays tight end. So I'm cool if we're using Waller.
Doing that too.
Exactly. Right.
That's basically what we're gonna be doing.
And you guys got the talent to do that.
London to go beside him.
To go beside it, exactly. So my thing was, I don't like these scatter receivers. I feel, give me 2 or 3 of those, but not 5. Right now we got 5, right? We got 5 scatter. Because remember, they're not even considering Richie James coming back, but for what he did, he does have the production. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, these other receivers, they're better on paper, but Richie fucking James actually did it. That has to account for something. What's going on, Vera? What's going on, buddy? Like I said, we're on twitch.tv, Reggie versus Solace on Twitch. I know this is a little different from my World of Warcraft coverage, but I wanted to, like I said, I'm doing this pod every week with my bro Joe. Shout out to you, Vera. Good to be able to see you, man. Yeah, I know it's crazy late over there in Germany. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so if you give me 2 or 3 of the scatter receivers, cool. But we got 5 right now. I want size, right? I want size or more speed because I don't like Slayton's hands. I love Slayton's speed, but if you got brick hands, you're going to lose us games, and that's the issue. And he doesn't return. Like I would love Slayton returning, because Adoree Jackson got injured returning last year and it fucked us up because we don't have any depth at corner. But so if Slayton would return, or you got Paris Campbell now, which has speed, maybe he'll do that. Then I'm okay, right?
If made of glass.
Yeah, he is. You know what I'm saying? That's what John Ross was doing too. Right? I mean, look, Sterling Shepard made of glass. Wandell Robinson looking like he's made of glass. And then Rondell's not even gonna be back for week 1. His injury is a little serious. So it's like fuck. He's a 2nd round pick. So listen, you don't got Tony no more, who was a 1st round pick 2 years ago. He's with Kansas City now. If we're gonna go center, I want 2nd round to be one of those nice receivers or a corner. And if you go corner in the 2nd, I want a receiver in the 3rd because it is kind of deep with receivers. That's what. Well, then again, I shot myself in the ass. We don't have a 3rd because that's the Waller pick. I'm thinking. No, we might have our 3rd. I just thought about that we might have 2 thirds. The Kansas City pick that we got for Tony is the 3rd we used. That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. So we would have 2 thirds. So if it's going to go, look, I'm okay if it goes center for the Giants. It's got to go corner receiver. Because we can't be having Flott starting. We can't be having Darnay fucking Holmes. I hate Darnay Holmes. He can't be starting. He loses us games. But go ahead.
Nah, wide receiver y'all should be looking at is A.T. Perry.
I'm tuned. Big Eagles energy. What's going on, Hezzy 919? What's going on? We were talking about your boys. We were talking about the Eagles and getting motherfucking Greedy Williams, you motherfucking bastards. But you guys are going to get burnt at safety because you guys didn't sign CJ. And remember, your corners are older. They're a year older. Bradbury's now about to be what? I think he's 29, about to be 30. And then Slay's what, 32? I think he's right there on the cusp. And then Slay is like 32. So, yeah. He said, y'all going to get burnt everywhere else. Hey, I like that energy you talking about, Hezzy, because we got smacked down by your boys twice. You're right about that. You're right about that. So we're going to be trying to go for another wild card this year, and we're going to get burnt everywhere else because we showed no confidence that we could be Philly in anything. So I'm with you on that, bro. But that safety ain't it. Edmonds, he's buns. That's what I'm just trying to say. Edmonds is buns. He's not his brother. And he wasn't. See? Edmonds, he ain't happening, bro. It's not happening. But shout out to the Eagles in here. Shout out to the Eagles. Like, y'all had an amazing season. And Hurts outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I'm telling you that. That's what it was. He was the better quarterback. But, hey, Mahomes put his dick on the table. Exactly. And Philly should have been a better team. But that defense was ass. Jonathan Gannon, he's buns. Holy shit. Jonathan Gannon did no adjusting. And that's why y'all lost the Super Bowl. It wasn't offense. Your offense did your thing. That's why Steichen and the Colts are going to be great. It was Jonathan Gannon. Oh, he said, no, he did. Mahomes won. Now, Mahomes did win. But y'all didn't stop him in the second half at all. That's something. Like, y'all got 0 stops. They didn't punt
and that's for everybody
in the second half.
That's the one thing everybody has said.
Man, come on now. Like, not one stop? Yeah. Not one stop, bro. And it's a shame because Hurts was really playing. He was really a dog in the Super Bowl. I never thought I would see it. I never would have put money on Hurts doing what I thought Mahomes would have been. And Hurts was doing that. The defense let y'all down, man. Like, Jonathan Gannon should be war crimes. It should be war crimes. Yeah. Man, but anyway, let's get back to the receivers real quick because you had a point, Joe. Go ahead. You was talking about what you think we should pick up.
Y'all should be looking at A.T. Perry.
Okay, A.T. Perry. Okay.
I think he was 6'5".
Wake Forest.
Like
yep.
205. Yeah.
Yep. Like 210, really.
Yeah.
210. Now.
But he got nice speeds.
Listen, I looked him up. He's a second or third round pick. So if what you're saying, we go center and get the stud out of Minnesota, then I'm cool with that. Here's what I want. If we go first round, the only one I want in the first round is, you know who I'm talking about, Quentin motherfucking Johnston. I want that motherfucking nasty motherfucker from TCU. I want him. I want him. I want him. I want him. I want him now. Give me all of that. He's gonna be a fucking beast. I want it. Give me, bruh. So give me all that. 6'4", they listed him at 215. I think he's more 220-ish, but whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, that nigga like 220, 225, man.
He's gonna be a nice guy. So I want, if we go first round, there's only one receiver I want. I don't want Zay Flowers, and let me break it down because I feel Zay Flowers is the best receiver in the draft. I feel that way. That motherfucker is Steve Smith like. I like his in and out. I love him. But we got 4 versions of him already on the roster. He's more talented than all the guys on the roster. But as far as his height and stature, we got 4 versions of him already. Giants fucked up by doing it that way. Or else I would have went Zay Flowers. If we didn't pick up Paris Campbell and motherfucking Crowder, I'd have been like, you know what, let's get Flowers. All right, it's cool. We'll just, Danny Jones has got to dip it in there. And because you already got Sterling, who's 5'10". You got Wandale, who's 5'9.5". Zay Flowers, 5'9.5".
And Wandale that small?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We need some size.
Damn.
Now, Hodges is like 6'1", and Slayton's 6'1", but we already know what the issue with Slayton, his hands. Now, the dependable receiver we have is Hodgins, who's our number 2. He's the only one with some size. We need a number 1 receiver,
like 6'2",
though.
6'1",
6'2", yeah. And no slander to Hodgins. Hodgins came in, he's on the scene, he's number 2, no problem. But we got a bunch of just guys that are just behind him. And it's like, come on, man, we need some type of size. We can't have 6'1". Ugh. So trash. But Scotty fucking Miller. Yeah, you guys are bad. But you guys got the size already locked. So you guys are in the opposite position of us. I want that size that y'all got. Because you don't have to worry about who's the number 1 receiver. Oh, it's big motherfucking Drake London. He's going to be on the X. And he's going to be the X for the next 5-6 years. And you guys basically got the young version of motherfucking Kelsey or Waller and Pitts. You just got to use them correctly. Because he can get you 1,000 yards with his talent. So it's like, all right, now what you guys need is the slot guys. You guys need a little scatterbacks. You know, a Debo that could do both. Or maybe a running back that could play receiver a little bit. But as far as the big dog tight end and the big dog receiver, y'all got it. And I want us to have that. We don't. We just got a bunch of 5'9" guys running around. And remember, Daniel Jones is not the most accurate quarterback. So the windows are smaller with those 5'9" guys. If you had a Drew Brees, bring all the short guys in. Because Drew gonna get it in there. Daniel Jones ain't that. So I need some size. But if we need to go center and improve the offensive line, I have no problem with that. But we better be going corner and receiver. We have to. We have to. Because we are short at those positions. And Philly whooped our ass with talent. They whooped our ass with talent last year.
They whooped everybody's ass.
So we need to build talent on the squad. You took an L with Kadarius Toney. We need some guys. So I want Quentin Johnson. Another guy, Parker Washington from Penn State.
I love Parker.
Okay?
Love Parker Washington.
Give me him. Because 215, he's got running back size at 5'10". So give me that. If you're going to do with that, second, third round, give me Parker Washington. Okay, cool. But we need some size. We can't be having
fucking Parker out there with Alvin and Drake London.
Okay, there you go. See, yeah. I'm with you. But you guys need a scatterback, but it's cool. But yeah, Parker Washington, I like. I love Hyatt. I love Hyatt if we can get him in the second. Because remember, when we were talking about it, the tape confirmed what we were saying. He was mad that he ran a 4.4 flat, but the tape shows that he runs like 4.3, 4.29. The tape shows that. But he's one-dimensional. He's not a great route runner. He's got that go route, the 9. And he was cooking or out the slot and taking it up. And that's how he was crushing Alabama for 5 touchdowns. And like I said, I didn't even know the team he did it against. It was Alabama. And that's what shocked me. You're playing one of the best teams, if not the best team, and you're getting 5 touchdowns? Oh, you're NFL. Like, there's no way those corners are getting beat 5 fucking times by one dude. You showed me, like I said, you do that in the SEC? Okay. You got NFL talent. Like, instant. Like this, because that's not supposed to happen. And he did it to him repeatedly. Repeatedly. Like, I was like, damn, they can't cover this guy. And they was breaking him down saying this. They were saying, hey, man, Jalen can't, he's not a good breakdown. Like how, what's his name? Zay Flowers is really good at breaking down. As a matter of fact, it was on Steve Smith's podcast, and he was giving them all a quote-unquote flowers, right? And I say, we all know Steve Smith is that motherfucking dog. Being 5'9", but being like 210, playing way above his height. And he was like, oh, over motherfuckers. And imagine that Utah squad had Chad Johnson and fucking Steve Smith. That's crazy. Now that you think about it, like, goddamn, that team should have won way more. You got both of them motherfuckers starting?
I know that team was hectic.
Crazy. Because both of them were dogs in the NFL. Like, the dogs. People forget. Like, Chad Johnson was that dude. He was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He was. So, until the bitch fucked him up. But anyway. As far as receivers, I'm thinking, like, if we're going to go second, third, some of those guys, the Parker Washington, A.T. Perry. If we go first round, give me Quentin Johnston, right? Or Hyatt, because over the top. And Hyatt has better hands than Slayton. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to say, is I've seen him catch that ball once he burnt that motherfucking corner. That's going to be a first rounder in a couple years at Alabama. Give me that. Because those guys don't go third, fourth round. You don't see corners from Alabama going third, fourth round. They're top 3 rounds, all of them. And he smoked them. Ringo's going, yeah. No, I'm telling you, Ringo's going high second. I'm telling you. No later than that. A lot of people don't. Remember, Ringo's the Georgia quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, though, right? He's Georgia. Yeah. But he's going no later than mid-second. No later. I think that's the right place to pick him, too. I don't think he's a first rounder. There's better corners that we talked about. He's not a first, but you get him in the second, mid-second, you're getting a good pick with less risk. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So what about you guys? I talked about the Giants and what we should go in the second and third rounds. What about you guys?
If we go, all right, hypothetically speaking, let's say we do go corner in the first.
Yeah.
We say Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
Second is definitely an edge. So if somebody like Ade slips to the second round,
mm-hmm.
which I highly doubt if he do, but if he do, that's gonna be one hell of a second round pick.
Okay.
Because people sleeping on him because he's only 6'1".
Okay.
And I think he like 280, 285.
All right. Wait a minute.
Somewhere in there.
Is that the dude that's out of Pittsburgh?
Nah, he went to Northwestern, I believe.
Northwestern? Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah. But he really didn't have the stats. But if you watch the tape, you see something completely different. And then his workout at the combine. If Nolan Smith didn't do what he did, everybody would
have been on that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And like I don't know how to say his whole name.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's Ade.
He's stud. Yeah, he's a stud. Yeah,
first and last name.
Yeah. It's the same thing. One of them African dudes, probably.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
If not him, yeah. A wide receiver.
Okay.
Like if Josh Downs is there, like we need
something like that. You need that exactly. That's what you guys need. It's the opposite of what we were doing. But that's another reason why y'all was trying to go for Slayton. It's saying we already got the big boys. Now we get some speed, and we get Slayton.
We need somebody that can catch too.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like if someone can teach him to catch, he's got everything else. But if you don't have hands, what can you do?
Right.
That's the issue. Slayton's got speed. He's 4'3", legit.
Yeah.
But the hands.
He do. Nah.
The hands.
Somebody like Josh Downs.
Yeah.
Parker Washington, like you said.
Mm-hmm. I like Washington, man. I seen him. I said, okay, he's gritty. He's over the middle. No fear. No fear over the middle.
He don't care. So you put him. Put him with the two boys that we with Pitts and Landa.
Yes. Matter of fact, yes.
Coming out the backfield with Algier on the other side.
I think second, third round, if y'all can sneak and pick up Parker Washington, then that's putting y'all in I think he's perfect. I honestly think that type of receiver is perfect for the Falcons. I think that's what you need because he's going to be durable too. That extra weight he has on him.
That is what we need. Like,
yeah, he's going to be durable, bro.
I like that.
He's going to be a good number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
I like that.
Come in, Parker Washington come in, easily be number 2. There's no way in hell he can't beat out Mac Hollins.
Oh, for sure.
Second wide receiver.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because he was doing some things at Penn State. He was doing some things at Penn State. And I like him in his position. That size works.
Yeah.
I feel my issue with Hyatt, remember, I came in to the last pod high as fuck on Hyatt. And then I saw his height and weight. His weight it troubles me because he's really like 175.
Yeah, he's light.
He's super light. So, yeah. Like, Slayton weighs more than this guy. So I'm like, man, he's so light. But I've seen him beat the best of the best. That's the issue. It's like, the tape doesn't lie, right? I'm like, at that.
Devontae Smith when you think of him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. But it also took Smitty a full season to get to where he was. His rookie season,
and then
he wasn't it.
Runner.
Exactly. That's the thing, too. Smitty's far more advanced than Hyatt.
He also a fucking
route runner. And I feel like he will have to get into a team if Daboll would have to put his nuts on the table to develop Hyatt. Right? Yeah. He would have to develop Hyatt because we don't need a scatter guy anymore. Remember, Wan'Dale was a number 2. That's their first receiver that this new organization picked, right? Slayton is a holdover. Sterling Shepard's a holdover from Gettleman's era. Like Joe Schoen and Daboll, the first receiver they picked was Wan'Dale Robinson. So they're going to still have to develop this guy coming off that injury. So they're going to have to develop another guy for Daniel. But we need a number 1. You can't go in with just these guys. And we already know 2 of the 5 guys are going to be injured. Season-ending injuries by the end of next season. We don't know who it is going to be. It's either going to be Campbell. It's going to be Slayton again. Oh, not Slayton, sorry, because Slayton was healthy. It's going to be Shepard again, or hopefully not Wan'Dale. But 2 of those guys are going down. It happens every fucking season. You got to get someone that's kind of...
I see why you've been advocating for Odell to come back.
Yeah, we need Odell, and that's the thing. Listen, I understand Odell. Is not a number 1 anymore, right? I get that, right? The last time we seen him play, he was killing in the Super Bowl. He was having a way better game than Cooper Kupp, and Cooper's their number 1 guy. So I seen him do nasty things to number 2 corners in the Super Bowl. He was having the best game. I've seen him do it. And I said, okay, if we can get that Odell, if that guy comes, where you're not even demanding the number 1 coverage, you're going to be awesome. Then that makes us put Hodgins as the number 3. Right? Hodgins is the number 3. And then if you need people to come in and out. You could put in a Richie James. You could put in Sterling Shepard. You could put in Wandale Robinson. It's cool. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say. I want the Giants to go from being the worst team in the NFL as far as receiving cores to decent. But that takes bringing in talent. Where else is Odell going to go besides the Jets? Because the Jets can have Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham. They can bring in every fucking body. Because I think they still got Denzel Mims, right? They got a lot of motherfuckers over there.
Unless he's a free agent this year.
Unless he is. Because I was thinking, like, they got Mims too, who's 6'3". But anyway, Rodgers gets what he wants. And I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Like, they're going all, that's what I'm saying. The Jets are putting all their nuts on the table that I wish the Commanders would do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the Jets realized Wilson ain't it. He's immature. He wants to bang his mom's friends. He's not putting the work in. They realized he not it. So they said, damn, we're a quarterback away. Because we got 3, like, their last year's draft, probably the best.
Like that.
Probably the best.
Like that.
All of those niggas are gangsters. All of them.
Wilson,
Breece Hall was like MVP. He was, what the fuck? He was basically going to be offensive rookie of the year the way he was going. I was like, whoa. They got a stud receiver, stud corner, stud running back in the same fucking draft. So what?
And the DM, Jermaine Johnson, I wanted him
from Florida State. Yeah. 4. Like, the whole draft was knocked out the park. Like, and they realized, shit, our quarterback can't get this together where Mike Whitey's beating him out. Let's try to get MVP. Because they're only missing a quarterback from doing some damage.
Now, my issue with the Jets is doing, they bringing in all of these wide receivers. And you already got talent at wide receiver.
Sure do.
So, why?
Sure do.
They brought in Lazard.
Yep, they got Lazard. Could be a number 3 though. Number 3. He's not a number 2. Let's not do that. He was never a. Yeah.
But
no.
They still got Corey Davis, right?
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so they might not have Mims anymore, but I know it's either Mims or Davis. And they both are bigger receivers. Oh shit, what's going on, Jay? What's going on? Yeah, so Jay's in the chat. What's going on? So you're right. They got Davis. They might still have Mims, but I definitely know they got Davis. So you got Wilson, you got Davis, you got Lazard, you're number 3. I don't think they really need Odell. What I think they're doing is they're putting their nuts on the table. You want to know what they're doing? Remember I mentioned Lamar Jackson earlier in the pod, and I said scoring. For men, because men get scoring too. We get scoring as fuck. And women get scoring. What I'm thinking is, what was Green Bay's issue? Never giving Aaron Rodgers talent at receiver. They always win defense. Jair Alexander, first round pick, defense. Rashawn Gary, first round pick, defense. All right? Defense. And Aaron Rodgers was saying, please give me some talent, along with our boy Deontay, right? Adams. Along with him. Devontae, my bad. Let's get him something like a plan B or a plan C. Because scouting, whatever his name wasn't it. And then Lazard is not it either. He's a third tier receiver. What the Jets are doing. Yeah, me either. I think he's serviceable at best. He's just another guy. I'm not gonna say he's
I don't like his name.
You stupid.
I don't like his name.
You stupid.
Right now.
Right. Right. He's stupid. But listen, so what the Jets is saying, oh, you know what Green Bay couldn't do, we gonna do. Oh, we got a first a number 1 in Wilson, who's a stud. We got Corey Davis, who was a former number 1, stud. You got Denzel Mims, who's like a second round pick at receiver, stud. Oh, not stud, but decent. And then you got scatterbacks. Yeah, we got a number 1 fucking running back in Breece Hall coming off the injury. He's gonna be a beast. Our defense is already top 10 with Quentin Williams and them dirt boys doing motherfuckers dirty. So you already got that. All we need is a quarterback, and it sucks that we spent a top 5 pick on fucking Wilson, but he's an asshat and he wants to be immature. So we need you to come in.
Him and shit, if McCap back there can get his shit together, it'll be straight.
So their line is good too because they got back. Yeah, exactly. So I forgot about that. Everything's there for the Jets because they hit it out the park. They hit it out the park in the draft. I see why your guys are going draft. And also Shane too, because we could have picked up Jerry Jeudy, but we didn't want to spend a second round pick on him because the Giants are thinking our second round pick is going to pan out better than what Jerry Jeudy is. Right? And so that's why we didn't spend a second round pick. That's all it would have took. 1 second round pick to get Jerry Jeudy. But we passed on that when we needed receiver help because they're thinking, Jerry Jeudy, we can mimic his production. They're basically saying Jerry Jeudy can't get 1,000 yards. I don't agree with that. I would have loved Jerry Jeudy last season, to be honest with you. But the Giants went with, we don't want to have no second round pick because they're thinking a stud is going to drop from the first round and the Giants are going to be in position to be able to get him. That's what they're thinking. Remember, we got Xavier McKinney in the second round. He's a starting stud safety. He's our starter. Me too. That was second round. Remember, a few years ago, Landon Collins was the 34th pick, second round. You know what I'm saying? So they're thinking, all right, there's going to be some type of stud that for whatever issues happen, it's going to drop into the second. We want to have a pick to be able to get that guy instead of going with Jeudy, who's clearly a number 2. We would have thought he was a number 1 because remember, Jerry Judy's a first round pick.
Yeah,
he couldn't beat out. He would have been a number 1. But there's something there that he's not that dog that normal Alabama receivers are. It's something going on with him.
I don't think he want to be there.
Maybe.
I don't think he want to be there.
Maybe. But I'm just thinking like this too. There are certain players that don't want to be in areas and teams that still produce. And Jerry Jeudy is not producing. Remember, it was Jerry Jeudy. It was CeeDee Lamb. We already know Henry Ruggs, dumbass, want to race cars. He's done. But it was CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy back to back. Who's the better receiver now? CeeDee Lamb by far. CeeDee Lamb produced last year. Jerry Jeudy did not. Come on, man. The stats don't lie. Remember, they were back-to-back selections. Back-to-back select. Something's going on with Jerry Jeudy. And I think sometimes you don't have that dog that you need. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Because they were 1A, 1B coming into that draft. 1A, 1B.
Could it be Jerry or could it be Russ?
It could be Russ because Russ is buns now. Russ is buns. But we'll see. Because Sutton's not happy either.
Buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah, Sutton's not happy either. And Sutton can play.
Yeah,
so it's something. It's something going on there, man, in Denver. And it's weird that Peyton took that job. Peyton could have had any job he wanted. I don't understand why. Well, the money, because it was like a 9-year contract or some shit. But besides that, I don't know why you went there. He could have waited and went anywhere he fucking wanted to go. I don't know. It kind of threw me off.
It's all about control.
It could be.
It's all about control. Denver, they real lean when they kind of they head coach.
It is. You're right.
And they GMs and shit like that.
That is true. All right, man. So let's wind down the pod real quick. Name me something that you want to discuss. We can talk about draft, other positions, because we really talked about corner. We talked about receiver. There's other positions we could drop. I think they franchise them for the 10 mil a year. I think when it comes closer to after the draft, when we sign players and allocated that money, then they're going to try to get them to a long-term deal. I'm thinking it's going to be like a 3-year deal. I don't think it's going to be 4, but I think they're going to keep him. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to keep him because he had the bounce-back year. Now, he would have been in a fucked-up position if he got injured last year again and expecting to get paid. But he held up. He was damn near our best player. I'm going to say he was our best player because I'm not sold on Jones yet. Jones basically had 1 season. You got to show me that a couple more times. Saquon showed me twice. Remember, he's going into his 5th season now. His first rookie year, I think he won rookie of the year if I'm not mistaken. The second and third year, Okay, yeah, right. Because remember, Chubb was in that same draft class, so it was either him or Chubb. Um, and then the second and third year he was injured. He showed potential, but injured. This year he stayed healthy, which was great. I'm thinking they could probably put him on a limited type of deal where it's more than the 10 million from the franchise tag, but it's not in a 18 mil a year or some shit that he really wants. That's what I'm
Get
thinking.
That man 18 mil.
No, you can't do it. You can't do that. You can't do that. He's tripping. Yeah,
Crazy.
I think 10 million is great for him, but he wants, like 12, 13. You're 3 million off. I mean, you can make it happen with incentives. That's what I'm thinking. Remember, I told you about the incentives. Think about it. I told you what incentives. Teams would be like, you know what? We signed you to the 10 mil base, but you get 1,200 yards. Nick Chubb status. You get Jamal Williams money, Jamal Williams touchdowns, 14, 15 touchdowns. Extra 2, 3, 4 million. That covers the team saying, yo, if you do this, you get the money. But if you don't, we don't still have to pay you that money. That's what the teams are in, that's what the back and forth is about. Because if he does this where he gives you 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, but you making 13, 14 million a year, we look like fools. That's what I'm saying. Like, just put an incentive base for the running back. And if they're Derrick Henry, if they're Nick Chubb, if they're Christian McCaffrey, whatever, Debo Samuel, however you want to do it, then you can get your money that way. That's all. But I think we're gonna keep him because remember, he's the safe guy. He's married already, couple of kids. Mara likes the choir boy, the Boy Scout. He don't want no thugs and shit like that happening, whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes you need a thug on your team. We know that. We seen the Miami motherfucking Dogs get it done. Team full of thugs. And they still come out good. Yeah. So anyway, so that's all I'm trying to say is. But I think they are gonna sign him. They like the choir boys, Danny Jones, choir boy, Saquon Barkley, choir boy. I think they're gonna get it done. But they're trying to mitigate that risk. We just want to see one more season of him being healthy, then they can give him the money. They don't want to pull it. They don't want to pull what happened to Double E, Ezekiel Elliott, where as soon as he got the bag, the motherfucker fell off a cliff. They don't want to do that. That's all. So, but I think they're going to sign him because he's not going to be the type that holds out and says bad stuff about the Giants. He's cookie cutter. You know what I mean? So they're going to keep him. He's not going to do that.
Cookie cutter.
He is. He's the choir boy. He's going to say the right things. He is talented. They just want to mitigate that risk because he's been injured 2 of the 4 seasons he's been a pro. That's saying something. But when he's on the field, he does produce. He does produce. So they'll sign him back. And like I said, they sign him, better chance of we getting Odell back. Now, I want to talk about Odell real quick. My nigga, I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't give a fuck who watching this on Twitch. My nigga, you're not getting no fucking 18 to 20 million. Who the fuck you think you are? You dumb motherfucker. What the fuck? I know you live in Cali. I know you got multiple motherfucking chicks and shit like that. You got a life you trying to finance. You ain't getting 18 to 20 million coming off a fucking ACL. Yeah, you was that dude in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, or last, not this past one, but the one before that. You didn't even play all fucking last season. Fuck you talking about, bro. Get your little 7-8 million with some incentives and call it a fucking day. All right, that's what I had to say to Odell. He tripping. I want him to come home, bro. Get him and not here no more. You seen Landon Collins come back. The boys are coming back in town. You got your best friend Saquon and your best friend Sterling Shepard still on the team. I want to tell you this, Odell, because you're gonna watch the shit. Wait. Let me get this off. It's the rant show. I'm gonna rant to this motherfucking guy because he tripping, trying to think he getting fucking 18 million. You dumb motherfucker. Let me tell you this shit. I'm gonna count your pockets because fuck you, nigga. Let me tell you. You see, Sterling Shepard got injured just like you did. And he's on a $1.3 million contract for 1 year. That's a team-friendly deal, I'm gonna be honest with you. Team-friendly as fuck. Sterling Shepard, when he's healthy, was producing like our number one, unfortunately, which that shows you the shit that we're in as Giants fans. But he took $1.3 million. Watching Darius Slayton get $12 million, which is $6 million a season. And Sterling took 1.3 veteran minimum. Humble yourself, come home, and then produce. Bet on yourself to get the money. That's all. Go ahead, Joe.
But he put out the tweet though. He said he wasn't asking for that much. He was just saying $4 million wasn't enough.
ACL injury and missing a complete season ain't enough either, bro. And that's some real shit. We know you a dog, bro. Yeah, you're right. We know you a dog. Bitch, you been injured for a whole fucking season. And then you bitched up saying, oh, I don't want to come back in the playoffs. You know who we could have needed you in the playoffs? The Giants. Real talking. Dallas could have needed you too, because we both took the L that same day. Motherfucker, fuck you talking about? You can end it, bro. You go ahead and end it. Motherfucking Odell. That's my dude, but come on, bro. You know you know your squad who drafted you. You want to know there was 11 teams that passed you over in that draft, by the way. You dumb motherfucker. It was 11 teams that passed you over. We took you with a 12th pick. And instantly with Eli Manning, you became a borderline Hall of Famer trajectory. You fucking around. You seen that Baker Mayfield wasn't going to throw you the ball because he said, fuck you. I'm going to throw it to your boy, even though you on a squad. And then you finally get another good quarterback in Stafford, and he threw you the ball, and it made you look great. But you got injured in the same game, and it fucked you up. I get it. You ain't worth no 18 or 20 million. You're not even worth 10 million. You're not, bruh. Come home for like 8 million.
I think that's what he want. Like,
yeah, because he's a dickhead. He wants to live that Cali lifestyle. That's what's going on with this guy. Odell, you want to live the Cali life. We know you got 2 broads, but you know what? You also a dad now, bruh. All right? It's time for you to grow the fuck up. And you're also like 30, 29, 30. Bruh, get your 8 million, get your 7 million, come back home. The 2016 team is basically intact. Sterling's here, Barkley's here, bum-ass Slayton's here, and Collins is here. But you ain't getting no fucking 10 million from no team. Unless, I don't even think you're getting that from the Jets. But if you thinking you can get it from the Jets, by all means, my nigga, go ahead and get that money. Go ahead. But if you want to come home to your squad, because you know who went further? Was it the Jets or Giants? It was the fucking Giants, you bitch ass nigga. It was the Giants who went farther, not the fucking Jets. Put that on this shit. You think you think the Jets gonna beat fucking Kansas City, my dude? Fuck up out of here. Anyway, that's my rant. Nah, he tripping, bro. Come on, bro. He tripping. He might not even beat out Garrett fucking Wilson. That's another thing too. When the fuck Aaron gonna throw you the ball? Wilson's a dog.
And they got Randall Cobb.
Yeah, they I forgot they got Randall too. It's Green Bay. It's Green Bay East. It's Green Bay East now.
He just trying to get his ring.
Yeah, he ain't getting a ring in New York with the Jets.
Nah. I don't think he know that yet. Though.
Yo, you got to think about it, Joe. The AFC is stacked. It's our division. It's our conference that's weak. But the AFC, you got. Let's break down the AFC. We gonna do the. Matter of fact, we gonna do this shit. I'm on here too. I'm supposed to get off. Say fuck that rate. Fuck wow. We talk. This is what we do. And I don't want to hog the microphone. I don't want to do this. So I want your feedback on this. But let's talk divisions. We haven't done that yet. Remember, there's a million things we could talk about. We talked about Lamar Jackson. We talked about the Commanders and the Falcons being in that sweepstakes, so to speak, and the Colts. Because I think him going to the Colts is better than him staying in Baltimore. Because they don't want to give. Remember, they're not understanding that quarterbacks are looking at what Deshaun got because they feel they're fucking better than him. That's what it is. I'm not going to be happy being a superior motherfucking talent. And this motherfucking dude who had 23 fucking allegations of fucking misconduct and got a bag. I'm better than this nigga. So give me what the fuck I want. I'm better than him. Simple as that. They're not understanding that though. Anyway, So, and that's cool. Fuck 'em. But let's talk about these divisions. So, I feel the NFC South is up for grabs. There's no team in that division that I feel is head and shoulders over the other. Right? None. I think everyone's mid. Mid. You got Baker Midfield in Tampa Bay. Mid. You got your squad, Atlanta. Mid. Derek Carr and the Saints. Mid. And then Carolina, I think, is going to be fourth. I think Carolina, even if they pick CJ Stroud, they're going to 5 games, maybe 6 games max. Mid.
They ain't got nobody to third.
No one. So they're going to be bringing up the rear. That division is up for grabs for someone. Whoever gets the 10 wins, they're division champs. Whoever. And I think any of those teams besides Carolina can do it. But what's your take on your division before we move on?
I don't see Tampa doing it either.
Mid.
Tampa still ain't got no quarterback.
Nope. They got the receivers.
Kyle Trask.
Yeah, trash. We said Kyle ass. So he ain't it. Midfield ain't it.
Right.
But they got receivers, and that's it. That's all they got. So I think whoever gets to like 9, maybe 8 wins, division champs. I think it's between y'all and New Orleans. If they get it together.
Yeah, if you can get it together, then they might have a chance.
It's them because they went all in picking up Carr instead of going with Wilson. Instead of going with Winston.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like in my head, it's like a race between if Desmond Ritter can get it clicking with Kyle Pitts and Drake London.
Yep.
Before Kyle can get it clicking with Mike Thomas
and Olave, because Olave's a stud.
Yeah,
Olave's a stud. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Olave's a stud, bro. He's a dog. He's a dog.
I just can't remember his name, but
and Kamara too. They still got Kamara in the backfield, getting a little old, but he's still okay.
That's if he played, because he in some legal trouble right now.
True. You got a point. You're right, a point. So yeah, it's between y'all and I could say y'all because y'all still bringing up the rear because we don't know what the fuck Ritter's gonna be. It's New Orleans right now, but the division is mid, and I'm gonna put it just like that. Yeah, because y'all still got to prove it with Ritter. He didn't start a full season yet, so I'm not gonna say y'all either. But we seen Carr start.
But the way it's looking, like he's been with all of the wide receivers and the running backs and tight ends this whole season.
Yeah.
Only person he hasn't been with is Pitts.
Okay, because Pitts was injured.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
Yeah.
Well, he should be rehabbing now, so
okay,
he should be good.
All right, let's move on real quick because like I said, it's up for the grabs in the NFC South. I think that's the worst division. I'm gonna go. Let's stay in the NFC real quick. The NFC East, I still think is gonna be Eagles. They kept the majority of the offense. They lost a lot on defense. I think they're going to take steps back on defense. But I do feel I feel me and you could be better than Jonathan Gannon. I have no faith in Gannon. I think he's ass. Yeah. I think he didn't put him in position. That's what CJ was talking about. You didn't put us in position to make plays and adjust. He didn't do that. Mm-hmm. So I feel if Desai has any ounce of talent, he's going to be better being a coordinator than Jonathan Gannon. I think Jonathan Gannon was over his head. I think he's the cookie cutter white guy that got the job because of his skin color. And that's what I'm trying to say. I don't have nothing. There's no confidence in Jonathan Gannon. I think he's ass. So I also think when we get to the NFC West, the Cardinals are going to be the worst. I think the Cardinals are going to win maybe 3 games. I think the Cardinals are going to be 3.
I don't like the Cardinals because I don't like Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
I can't stand his big ass.
Yeah. I think he wants to do Call of Duty and not be focused in on playing a quarterback. He wants to be a gamer. Yeah, he gives me Ben Simmons vibes where he just wants to game, and that's pretty much it. You got all the talent in the world, but you really like playing video games. Okay, all right, bro, you got it. So I'm thinking, as far as what's the division we were talking about? We talked about the South,
the West.
No, before we get to the West, I'm gonna talk about the I thought we was talking about the AFC or the NFC North, right? No, not. We was talking about the AFC North. But let's talk about the NFC. I'm getting around the place. So we talked about the NFC South, right? I think it's the Saints and then everyone else. I think with the East is going to be Eagles, right? I think it's going to be Eagles, right? I think it's Cowboys still going to be decent because I like their safety. I like Wilson, got the contract. Wilson can play. I like Deron Bland. I think he's good. The slot corner. Oh, he's good. Come on, we're not gonna do that. Anyway,
he's bland.
What I think Dallas' issue is Dak and those interceptions. He's regressing, bro, and I think Dak is taking a step back, bro. I think they fucked up 2 years ago, not signing Cooper. I think that really fucked them up. I think they was thinking, okay, CD could be the number one. I'm thinking, bro, you already got a number one. Why not have a number one who has talent right along with CD Lamb? And that way CD is facing the second corner, but he's got number one skills. Why not keep that? What are you doing? Like
1A, 1B.
What's wrong with having 1A, 1B? Like, I think Dallas fucked up. I think they really fucked up not re-signing Cooper. That was Dak's best season. So I think they're going to take a step back, right? Like I said, Parsons is a stud, but he can't do everything. And then with Pollard, I feel if they don't pick up another running back, then Pollard's going to be susceptible to injury because they're going to now try to run him 300 times. But I do feel Pollard was the best back in Dallas for years. That's how I feel. I feel Pollard's been that dude, but Ezekiel was getting all the shine. And I feel, but Pollard's really the guy. So I like Pollard. I have no quills on Pollard. I think he's a beast.
So nobody really paid him attention.
Exactly.
Zeke out there
with the gut and shit like that. Yeah, in the crop. Yep, being that guy. Yeah, being real Dallas. Being real Dallas. Exactly. Where Pollard was the guy in the background, but actually making plays on the field.
Doing the work.
Doing the work. Exactly. You notice how we respect guys that do the work. We have no quills on, oh, this guy's a dog. He gets the work done. That's been Pollard since he got there. Yeah. So anyway, I think Dallas takes a step back, and I think it's going to be either the Commanders or the Giants that is going to be in the race for number 2. And I feel like the team that doesn't take advantage of what they need is going to be the 4th place team. But I feel that the gap is closing between Dallas and Washington or Dallas and New York. I'm still not putting us up there because I told you what our weakness is: receivers. You can't go into season 2 of Richie James being your second best receiver. You can't. And then you already know you can't do with Darius Slayton being a dependable target because he doesn't have hands. Now, if you give Darius Slayton the ball, like it's like almost in like out the backfield or on wheel routes, I'm with you because the ball is already in his hands. But him trying to catch the ball, oh, you're fucked. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So anyway, so that's the Giants' issue, and I feel Hodges is great. I want Hodges. I think he can get 1,000 yards, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of dirty yards with Daniel Jones. I feel he's going to have another 700-yard rushing season. I feel he's going to have a little bit more touchdowns, maybe 10 rushing touchdowns. He's going to give you what Lamar was giving you that first season. That's what I'm thinking Daniel Jones is going to be, where it's going to be more ground-based with New York. But I don't think that's going to give them to be in competition with the Eagles. So I still think we're going to be, at best, second in the division. Maybe third again, because we were third this year. And then the team that falls off, either Washington because of Sam Howell or Dallas because Dak falling off a cliff, is going to be that 4th team. But I don't think the Giants are going to be 4th. I think we're going to be in the 2nd or 3rd place. But we're not going to be better than the Eagles at all. I still think the Eagles got our number. So that's the NFC.
The fact that the Eagles got New Orleans 1st round pick.
And they can pick whoever the fuck. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see it, but I think if I'm the Eagles, remember, I like when teams put the nuts on the table. I love that. You seen how Detroit did it. Detroit said, oh, we're not expected to do anything. In that second half of the season, they were cooking. Cooking motherfuckers. Cooking. St. Brown, dog. Jamal Williams, dog. Hell, Jared Goff was like The third best quarterback in the division. Cooking. Like, the offense was the truth. And their coach is a dog. He's not no pussyfooting around, no bullshitting. I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna bite off ears. We're gonna pull the knife out. We're gonna gut you. We're gonna gut you a little bit. We're gonna bite you in the huddle. That's him. And the team plays like that. So and they when they beat Green Bay, that was big for them. Getting over the hump. Because you know how many times Green Bay whooped the Detroit's ass in a row? So I'm telling you, like, I think Detroit's gonna take the step. That's their division now. I think they're not gonna miss a beat in the NFC North. I think it's gonna be Detroit. It's gonna shock all of us. Detroit gonna be the top team in the North. Then you got Minnesota, and then for the third or fourth, you're gonna have Green Bay and Chicago. I still think Chicago don't got the talent, and I think Green Bay. I have no faith in Jordan Love. Who the fuck? So no one does. Like, fuck. Anyway, so you ain't show shit even when you got into play. Because Rodgers was injured. You ain't show nothing. So Green Bay's going to be last. But I'm thinking Detroit's going to win that division with 11 to 12 wins in the NFC North. And then in the West is that dog. They got squads. Now, Arizona going to be ass candy. Arizona going to win 4 games this season. 4, and that's it. That's their max. 4. That's their max. I think Seattle lucked up because they got all that capital from Detroit, from Denver for the Russell Wilson trade, and Geno showed he got he whooped our ass. I was pissed that game too last season, but he did it. Oh yeah, I was with New York for that one season. Let me fuck y'all in the ass real quick, and he did. Respect. And like I said, their corners, I love their defense. They're rebuilding it again. Pete Carroll, he knows something we don't. And so I like, and they re-signed Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner went back.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
I said, okay, bring the boys back. Bring the boys back. So I said, okay, well, you at least know Wagner's going to be dependable. He's always been that, coming out, I think, Utah State. So it's like, all right. So we know that Seattle, I feel, is going to be second in that division. I think the talent on San Fran is, they're not going to be able to overcome that, but they're going to give them some run. That's what I feel. I feel San Fran's still the best team. I feel like Brock Purdy overachieved, almost like the Giants did last year. I feel Brock Purdy overachieved. I think he's going to come back to the pack, but they're still going to be good because they got everything around them. Like picking up CMC in the middle of the season worked out perfect. And that was not all on Debo, but you still got Debo. You still got Kittle. I think San Fran stacked. They were basically like how the Jets was planning on how you guys are doing, building through the draft and hoping the quarterback you draft high pans out. Trey Lance got injured, but you got a 7th round pick in Brock Purdy stepping in, and he won all his regular season games. I don't think he lost.
No,
I don't think he lost in the regular season. So
I think the last time they lost
was but was before that, right? Before he came in.
Yeah, because I think it was when they played us. It was either when they played us and we beat them, or the game after.
Yeah, I think it was Garoppolo was still in.
Yeah. I ain't gonna fuck who was in. Bitch, I lost.
Hey, there you go. You're right. So I think now people are gonna have tape on Brock Purdy. He's gonna come down to the pack a little bit. Yeah. But I still think the talent on that team is great. We all know. Remember, we salute players on this podcast that are dogs. Their safety, I forgot his name, like Malago or whatever. What's his name?
Tyler Noah Hufanga.
A fucking dog. A dog, bruh. The dog. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, they probably got the best linebackers in the division. I love their linebackers. Warner, a dog.
He's just different. And Green Love.
Fucking dog.
A
dog. A dog. I want no problems with Warner. He's a dog. So yeah. So I think San Fran has the best defense in the NFC. I'm putting my nuts on the table and saying that. I think they have the best defense.
Their corners is suspect.
I think they're going to get better. Those corners. Right. But you're right.
Have a choice.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice but to get better. But they corners is suspect.
But I feel like the D line will will give their corners opportunities to make plays, and that's what I'm trying to say. If you got a good D line, that's gonna make your corners better. And I feel San Fran has excellent line play and excellent linebackers and excellent safeties.
And they just got Javon Hargrave.
Bruh, it was a great pickup. A great pickup. You pair him with that line, I'm telling you, come on, bro. Like, San Fran had a sneaky good offseason. Sneaky good. They paid the money for Hargraves because that's a big-ass contract. But you're shoring up your line now. So if your corners can just make some good plays, your line's going to give you opportunities to disrupt the quarterback. Yeah. So I'm thinking San Fran is still the second best team in the NFC. And I think they're gonna easily win their division. I think the Rams are in salary cap hell. Excuse me, sorry. I think they picked up
Mike McGlinchey.
They did. Oh yeah, they did lose McGlinchey. I think he went to Cincinnati or something. Where'd he go? I remember. Yeah, he did. They did lose him. Yeah, and McGlinchey was a first round pick. That was supposed to be their left tackle. Until they lucked into getting Williams, who's a stud. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because McGlinchey would have still been there. But I still think with all that, I still think their holes are minimum compared to the other teams. I still think San Fran is in. I mean, if Philly takes a step back, then I think San Fran's gonna be number one. That's how good they are. You know, like I said, they did it with a rookie, and they put the rookie in position to not lose the game.
Yeah,
and it
all
worked.
He had to do was not fuck up.
That's how good they are. That's what I was trying to say. Is a lot of people, but like I said, we watch the game. If you can win with a seventh round rookie quarterback and not lose in the regular season, they won all their games with this dude. His first loss was in the playoffs, so it's like shit. If you could put him in position, that means one, your coach is excellent, and two, is only ways to get better. Because this was the worst case scenario. Lance goes down.
Kyle Shanahan, bitch ass.
I know you don't like him, but Lance goes down. Garoppolo goes down. This is your fucking third quarterback, and then he had to go down, and then you lose three quarterbacks, and that's the reason why you really lost in the NFC Championship game. It's because you got a Jack Johnson or whatever the fuck his name is starting.
It's because he had Kyle Shanahan, bitch ass.
All right, so why you hate Kyle Shanahan? Because he was the old coach?
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
I respect it, man. Hey, do you guys miss Dan Quinn?
Who?
Hey, yo, yes! He said, who? You're hilarious, Joe. Oh, man, he said, who? Hey yo, that shit is funny, bro. Oh my.
Well, nah, Richmond K still with us, so I can't say that this yet.
Oh, you get your shit off. Go ahead. You get your shit off. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Oh man.
Fuck Kyle Shanahan. Fuck all the Shanahans.
Oh wow.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck all y'all because y'all related to that bitch ass nigga. And all he had to do was run the fucking ball, and we would have won his fucking Super Bowl. But no, he want to keep passing like a fucking dickhead. Knowing goddamn well Matt Ryan bitch ass was going to listen to all the plays that he goes instead of all the. No, so fuck you. Fuck. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Dan Quinn.
Oh shit.
I can't stand your big Boston baby head ass.
Sergeant Slaughterface ass. Oh man.
I had to get that out.
You had to get that off. You had to get it off. For some years.
For a couple years.
Yeah, man. I know you hate to see him doing well in San Fran. I know that.
Nah, fuck that. We beat him, so I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. We one of the last losses that y'all got. Fuck me, one of the last 3 years y'all got.
Shit.
I'm proud to say that shit.
Hey.
Bitch ass nigga.
Woo! He got that off, man. Hey, Jay got he got the smoke. And so, okay, we're going to move to the AFC. And here's my issue with why I think the Ravens are ass. Is you have a world-beating talent that you're considering losing. And I think they're banking off the bullshit that Tyler Huntley also got to the Pro Bowl. So they actually have technically 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks. But no fucking one in their right fucking mind is thinking that he's going to be a quality fucking starter. It was a technicality that he made the Pro Bowl as a fucking alternate. What are you guys doing? And you got to remember, what division does the fucking the Ravens play in? Is what? The AFC what, North?
Yeah, right? They got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh,
and Cleveland. Who else? And Cleveland. All 3 of those fucking teams got their starting quarterback. And that's my issue. Is the same as how the Giants. Did I feel we overpaid for Daniel fucking Jones? Yes. He only gave you 15 passing touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns. So that's in the 20s. Okay, cool. Okay. But they have their quarterback. You mean to fucking tell me, Baltimore, that Cincinnati, who was in the fucking Super Bowl, they got their quarterback. Pittsburgh, who, mind you, motherfucking Ravens, mind you, Pittsburgh is your number 1 rival. It's not Washington Commanders, even though you guys are 30 minutes away. It's fucking Pittsburgh. They got their quarterback. And even with a bum fucking season, they still went 9-8. They still never have fucking had a losing fucking season under Tomlin. Never. It hasn't happened. And you mean to fucking tell me you're going to risk losing Lamar motherfucking Jackson? When you got a division with...
Why not though?
Okay, wait. Okay, now, you do the alternate. Okay, cool. I'm with you. That's good. We can have a debate. We can do the Skip and Shannon shit right the fuck now. That's good. I like that. You mean to fucking tell me that you're willing to put your nuts on the table with Tyler fucking Hunt when you got at the least you got Pickett, who's the worst quarterback in that division, but at the least you got Pickett, and then you got Deshaun Watson, who's serviceable. We don't call him mid just yet. He's had some good seasons. And then you got motherfucking Big Dick Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. And the only thing that's going to keep you in competition is your defense. Because they got big Roquan, and we love Roquan. I think they still got Patrick Queen too, right? Yeah. Oh, they got some studs at linebacker. Holy shit. Anyway, it's kind of nasty. It's kind of nasty. Okay. You got the defense. They do. But you also got an MVP in Jackson. And you mean to tell me you're willing to let him go? But go ahead. You take the alternate. You said, for what?
All right.
Tell me.
Since the MVP, his numbers have declined.
They have?
1.
They have. Yeah.
He hasn't finished the season.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Let's see.
I'm going to combat that. While you're thinking of your third point, I'm going to combat that. Who the fuck is his receivers since Hollywood left for Arizona? The receivers. We know Mark Andrews is a fucking stud, borderline Hall of Famer, but at the minimum, he's 3rd best tight end in the game. At the minimum. Who's the receivers?
Duvernay.
Okay, he's the number 3 return guy.
I think they still had Miles Boykin. He was a big body. I can't think of the smaller guy that they just drafted, I think, in the 2nd round.
All right.
2 years ago.
I think that's proving my point. I'm with you. Proving my point. The only thing that's holding the glue together in Baltimore is Lamar Jackson. And that's what I'm trying to say. Listen, we talking offense. We talking offense right now. We know the defense. Who's going to come in then? Unless they pull a fast one and say, you know what? We going to get Richardson. Unless we going to stay put and have Richardson fall to us. And then I'm with it.
Just hit me.
I'm hearing you. My man's. Go ahead.
If somebody give up 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson, they
yes,
have 2 extra first-round picks, right?
Sure would. Plus theirs.
plus this. I packed
Plus
all
this.
3 of them together and move up. Go grab me a new quarterback. Somebody that's actually going to look for the receivers and not just for the tight end and then run.
Let me tell you real fucking quick then. All right, I got you, and I feel like this is not the draft for that. Wait. Hold on. I'm with you, right? On the rookie contract. I'm saying what you're saying. None of these motherfuckers in it. Let me bring the microphone so you guys can see it, right? I want you guys to see it real quick here. None of these motherfucking quarterbacks in this draft, none of them are going to be MVP caliber in the next 3 years. This is Reggie putting his nuts on the motherfucking table, and you know me, I'm quick to apologize if I'm wrong. Not CJ fucking Stroud, not Bryce fucking Young, not Anthony Richardson, and not motherfucking Will Levis. None of these motherfucking quarterbacks, big fucking doofy Will. He's motherfucking, what's his name, Macho from Guardian Heroes? That's that dude. Listen, he's doing that. You know, I'm not going to call him Super Zer, but he's close. Listen, none of these motherfucking quarterbacks are going to be MVP caliber in the next 3 years. That's me putting my nuts on the table. Oh. Okay, you know what? Touche, Joe. Touche. I'm going to lower my mic because you shutting me up. Well, fine then.
Everybody going crazy over a quarterback. He wants a fully guaranteed contract, right?
Yeah.
In order to get him, you got to give up at minimum 2 first-round picks for somebody that hasn't finished the full season in 2 years.
Yeah.
Has never thrown for more than 3,500 yards in a season. Period.
Okay. Yeah. Neither has Jones.
So he had.
Come on, bro.
But everybody keeps going back to this MVP shit.
Yeah.
That MVP was how many years ago?
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. I think it was like 4. If I'm not mistaken, like 4 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 2 seasons before COVID. So. Yeah. 4. But that happened in his 3rd season. That's what I'm trying to say. It happened so young. The probability of it happening again is higher than a mid quarterback. Come on, bro. Like you got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me, man.
He hasn't played a full season, and his numbers has declined since.
Yeah, but okay, it was a stark comparison that his numbers declined because the receiver talent left also. Am I lying about that, though? Who are the receivers? Look, they went... Wait, hold on, real quick. Hollywood Brown. Yeah, the MVP season, it was... I'm telling you, it was Hollywood Brown. They had someone else who I'm missing the name of. Hollywood Brown was the number 1.
Sammy Watkins.
Was it Watkins? Yeah, I think he was there on a 1-year contract. It was Watkins, and I think they had the Dotson guy. Not the one from Washington. It was another guy that they had. Anyway, and then of course Mark Andrews, who's basically a receiver. But what I'm saying is, if you put talent on offense around him, you know Baltimore is always going to be a defensive type team. What made them special?
First team.
Okay, and they had Dobbins. They had Dobbins and who's the other guy? Gus Edwards.
Is not it, buddy.
Okay,
it ain't
I'm with you on that, and he's injury prone.
No.
Come on, bro.
That boy
Listen. If Baltimore wants to stay competitive, they need Lamar Jackson. And I'm with you. All right. You know what? If they can find a team that is going to pay him that contract, I don't think it needs to be $230. I remember because the scorn factor. I'm putting in the scorn factor. He feels the Ravens don't believe in him. I think he's going to take less guaranteed money to go to another team, especially if that team has better talent around him, so he can get back to being MVP Lamar Jackson.
He's been linked with the Falcons for the longest.
Or the Commanders, because the Commanders are 1 quarterback away. And I'm going to be real with you. Like I said, going back to the beginning of the pod, Sam ain't it. Sam Howell ain't it. He started one fucking game. Brock Purdy started more games. He started one fucking game. No, I don't. He's gonna be buns. Fuck you talking about?
Taking him over Lamar.
Buns.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
And it's cool because my Giants get a time to dick him in the fucking ass 2 times a fucking season. Kayvon gonna put his nuts on his fucking head. That's why he's gonna be buns. We gonna have Ojulari. We're gonna do Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeau putting fucking nuts on chins. That's what we're gonna be doing. And guess what? The Skins can't beat fucking Daniel Jones to save their life. They haven't beat him in like 3-4 seasons. It's crazy. Anyway, so
Chase Young ain't been healthy in like 3-4 seasons.
You right about that. They fucked up over there in Washington, man. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Sam Howell ain't it. What they need to do to free up some money, you spend money on your interior defensive line. What I think Washington should do is you trade away one of those first round DNs. And I'm thinking since...
So which one though?
You know the one I'm going with. You trade away Sweat because Sweat has been more healthier than Young.
You gonna trade away the one that's more productive over the
I'm saying it. Listen,
supposed to be productive?
Listen. No team can keep 4 first-round picks at one position or one unit. My bad, 1 unit. 4 first-round picks. All them boys win in the first round. So no team can keep that because when the contracts come up, you got to pay them boys. So you already invested in Payne, and Payne was your best defensive lineman, by the way. All right. Last season you paid Allen, which is his boy, the Bama boys. You keep the Bama boys in check. Who's been not up to par is Young, but Young's coming off injury. You can't really trade him because we don't know what the fuck he is. So you take the risk on Young since he's going to be healthy this coming season, and you trade away Sweat, and you bring in someone new. You like in the 4th, 5th round, you bring in someone to play that position, and that person shouldn't be that bad because you got 3 other first rounders on the squad, and that's how you do it.
No.
Come on, man.
He's not getting his ass axed. Fuck you mean? This nigga, somebody.
There's no way happening. He was the number 2 pick. He was the number 2 pick. He was the number 2 pick, bro. There's no way he's going.
Give a fuck. This nigga ain't been. That nigga ain't even number
Look,
2.
They basically want him to be. Remember, same college as the Bosas. They basically want when he's healthy to be a Nick Bosa.
Bosa's been healthy.
You're right. You're right for the most part, but that's what his projection is being. Because remember, if you don't remember, I remember watching McShay, my bad, and McShay was like Chase Young was going to be better than Nick Bosa. Remember, he was the draft right after them. He hasn't been, but that's the potential. You have to go with that potential, and you trade Sweat while his listen. Yeah. So listen, you trade.
How long you gonna go with potential instead of going with production?
No, it's this season. This is the only season. But remember, he's still on a rookie contract. Remember, Sweat, and Young are on rookie contracts. So you can't keep all 4. So you listen. You trade Sweat while he's on the rookie deal because his value's higher. That's what it is. And then that's the way you could bring in Lamar or increase.
At that point, I guess.
Yeah, think about it. They're both still on rookie deals.
Somebody would be stupid to still make a move for Chase Young. Me, I'm going over.
You keeping Sweat over Young? Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm taking productivity over.
He's not that productive.
The projections.
He's not that productive. That's what I'm saying. He's not a world beater. Sweat is just a guy.
Ain't been productive.
But he could be. That's
been a bench warmer past 2 years.
You're totally right. He's been in the ice tub. I'm with you. He's ice tub Young.
On the field trying.
I totally with you. I'm just going off. Think about it. If Trace Young sniffs his potential this season now that he's healthy, then now you got a problem. You can't keep all 4. Like what I'm trying to say is they're not going to sign all 4 to max deals.
But if Sweat ain't been that productive, then he should be cheap.
No, he's not going to be that cheap. Meaning he's going to at least get 10 to 12 million on his next deal, which is the big deal. He's still on a rookie deal, which is giving him like 3, 4, 5 million.
Compared to everybody
tripping, man. Come on, bro. Like, all right, we disagree. That's cool.
$12 million for a former first round DN.
Wait, $12 million for 6 sacks? I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. He had 6 sacks. That's y'all. That's still bad. What are we doing, man? No, he's not getting no second contract. Listen, he's not getting no second contract. You know what though? You know what Sweat doesn't have? Chase Young was defensive rookie of the fucking year that first season. Now, I understand it was the first season, but Sweat does not have that. That's what I'm meaning about potential. That first season, Chase Young was that guy. The other 2 seasons, he's been injured as fuck. We get that. But the first season, he was literally the defensive rookie of the year. So you got to go with the other guy that's been healthy because he has more value right now, which is Sweat. It makes sense contract-wise. He's still on the rookie deal. You can't sign him all. You can't sign him all. And look, the Giants are going to be in the same issue. The Giants are going to be in the same issue when it comes around for Kayvon and Ojulari's contract. We're not going to be able to sign Big Sexy Dexy because Dexter Lawrence is a Pro Bowler. So he's going to get the money. Leonard Williams is old, so we're just going to let his contract go when that time's up. When it comes around for Ojulari's contract, we're going to make a decision. Either we're going to trade his ass and then go with Kayvon, or we're gonna keep Ojulari and then have to part ways with Kayvon. I'm trying to tell you, it's the same deal because we in the same position as Washington. Ojulari wasn't a first round pick; he was a second, but he was high second because we were ass that previous season. And then the other 3 guys are first round picks. We can't keep all 4. Not when the contracts come up. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, hear me.
I'm listening.
Signing Montez Sweat to a 3-year, $12 million contract. $12 million a year. So that what? $36 million. Give or take.
He gonna want long term though. Remember, these guys want 4 or 5 year contracts, long term, because more guaranteed money.
We're paying Sweat $12 million a year be cheaper than picking up Chase Young's 5th year option?
No, I think the 5th year option is going to be cheaper for Washington. I think the 5th year is going to be cheaper because it's still the rookie deal.
The 5th year option, ain't that usually? No, that's the franchise tag. So
yeah, it's the franchise tag. Yeah.
Like
they do. Yeah, these guys are young. Yeah, they still got flexibility. I'm saying when the time comes though, they can't keep both of those DNs. So which one are you going to part ways with? You can't part ways with Young. I would agree with you. If Young produced, then he has the more upside. But the only one that's producing is Sweat. And you can't pay both of them their big deal. Which one you going to keep? And that's how I think they can get some money. Because think about it. Is Sweat producing? If Sweat is producing, yes. If they know how to do that, then I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. If they know how to finesse it, then yeah. Do I think the Commanders know how to finesse it? No. And you already paid you paid the Bama boys. Payne's contract was big. But they also know that Dallas wanted him. Dallas was going to pay him that money, by the way, if you didn't know. Dallas was going to pay him. Okay, then. So Payne was getting a bag.
The Falcons was ready.
Yeah, and Dallas. So, and that's just 2 teams I know about. So I was like, Payne was getting the bag. Allen got his bag last season. So they locked up. So now when I think Sweat was there first and then it was Chase Young. So Sweat's contract comes up in a year or 2. What you gonna do?
They can still pick up his 5th year contract.
They can You're right. But
it's the same situation.
Come on, 6-7 sacks. That's not cutting it, man. No, I'm not cutting it. No, I'm not cutting it. No, I'm not cutting. Come on, bro.
When the person beside him got 11 and the other person beside him got
I'm with you, but listen, you can't say okay, Sweat's okay just because he got dogs in the interior. They're good. He's mid. Sweat's mid. I'm trading him high, bro. I'm trading him high. I'm bringing in a rookie on a rookie deal.
We ain't had nobody to get 8 sacks in a couple years.
That's y'all though. Yeah, that's y'all. We talking about what the Washington Commanders
so
issue
like,
is.
so
I'm with you. Look,
you saying
I wanted the
you
second
saying
receiver. I
seven,
wanted Dotson. I wanted Samuel. He'll be number one on our squad. I'm
but
with
that's
you
what
when
I'm
it comes
saying.
to receivers.
And you know your receivers are mid. Like
They below mid. Look, what's your boy Mac Hollins
Sam,
would start on my team.
like, I'm just
He
saying
would start right now, bro. He would start now. We got
for
nobody, bro. We got nobody.
7, 8
So I
sacks
understand that.
for
Nah,
one
come on, bro.
person. That's kind of good
Kinda good. Okay,
coming
you
from
what?
a team with like the Falcons. We ain't had an outside rusher get
I think
more
he'll
than
be
six
nice on your
sacks in
squad.
years.
I think Sweat will be nice on your squad. I think.
No, no, he do not need to be in Atlanta because it's already rumors about that boy, and he come down here and get his butt played with. It's not gonna be pretty on a bit. No,
Yeah.
I know
It's a
you
lot of
seen him in his
it's a lot
draft,
of
and
fishy shit
as
be
soon as
happening in
he
Atlanta.
got drafted,
I hear you.
the little sweet one came up behind him grabbing his shots. Come on, like we ain't gonna
Oof.
play them games. That been out there.
He'll blend right in Atlanta. Then that's where he need to go.
No,
It's a lot of that
we
happening in
don't. See,
Atlanta.
those the
There you
problems we
go.
don't
It's
need.
perfect. It's
Nah,
perfect, bro.
nah.
You know what I'm saying?
He can go to San Fran.
He got,
They happy out there.
I think he'll be better in Atlanta though. It's
Nah.
better his type of people. But listen,
Sa-
but that's us talking about the Commanders, and I feel they should go. I think they should put their nuts on the table and get Lamar. I think Sam Howell's not going to be it. I just feel like this. There's no situation where I feel Sam Howell is going to be above the fourth best quarterback in the NFC East, and that's with the Daniel Jones there. I don't even see him being that mid. I think he's going to be below that. That's what I'm trying to say. And by the way, Daniel Jones is mid, but we signed him. I don't think him being better than that. And I feel Washington has better talent. So whoever's playing quarterback should be better than Daniel Jones. But I don't think they have a quarterback on that roster that can do it right now. It's definitely not Brissett. And what the fuck is Sam Howell gonna, unless he takes a crazy Jalen Hurts type of leap, because the talent's there, but is he the talent? I don't think so. So I'm thinking that Lamar with that offense will put dicks on the table, and we see it. Like he's had nowhere near a scary Terry, and you got Dotson, who had 7 touchdowns as a rookie. Come on, bro. And then you got Samuel, Robinson, Gibson.
Right, I like Lamar for Washington. I honestly do.
It's crazy, bro. Like they should make that happen.
For that one.
But anyway, so let's finish up. So we talked about the NFC West. We got San Fran knocking that out. South, I'm going with the Saints. The North, we're talking about Detroit. I'm thinking that's going to take that division. I still got the Eagles taking the NFC East. We talked about we was talking about the AFC North. I'm still thinking Cincinnati, putting nuts on the table. Burrow's that dude. Burrow's been that dude since the Louisiana State days. He's a stud, and he's proven it. You know what I mean? There's no quills about Joey B. He's that guy.
You've been
telling me. Now,
years.
What's going on with Joe Mixon? Because I thought, isn't he a free agent? I think he's leaving, right? I think he's gone. What do they do? I think Mixon.
They might, if they draft a running back and if they draft Jameer Gibbs, that's going to be.
Oh, it's stud. Yeah. If they can pick up one of these guys in like the second round that's still there, I'm with you. And Gibbs is going to be second round, high second round though. He's going to be one of them guys that go with between the 34th pick and the 39th pick. That's exactly where I'm seeing Jahmyr Gibbs going, because he has first round talent, but he's at the wrong position at running back. So if Cincinnati can get him, okay, they work.
He's a pure running back. It's just he can really.
He's a running back. That's what I'm saying though. I'm saying that running backs are going lower than the way they should. That's what I'm saying. But Jahmyr Gibbs is a first round talent, but he plays running back, right?
Yeah,
and he's not Bijan. Bijan's going in the first. Like I said, I seen a draft that had him going to Buffalo, and I think that's the perfect spot for him. If he's the number one running back with Cook being his backup, I think Buffalo wins 13 games. But they don't really run the ball. But I feel with Robinson, they should run the ball more and less with Allen, because now you got Bijan and James Cook. Sign me up. Super Bowl. Sign me up.
But then that'll take away from Josh Allen's production if you think about it.
I'm thinking,
Josh
look,
Allen is known for running.
He sure is. But one is gonna protect Josh Allen more and give him more opportunities to throw to those receivers. That's the thing. Remember, Buffalo has the receivers. It's not like they're in a Baltimore situation where they don't got the receivers.
He don't care.
You're right. But look, Josh Allen also makes good plays when he runs the ball. I'm not like he do some stupid interceptions. But when he's running the ball, he makes great plays. So I'm not going to knock that. But I think if you plug in a first-round talent, or if Gibbs goes to Buffalo, I'm with it. You pair Gibbs with Cook, I'm with it. You pair Robinson with Cook, I'm with it. They need a running back.
I say more so Robinson because he's more so like that 3-down runner if need be.
He sure is. Yeah, but he's like the only 3-round down runner with that talent in the draft. He's going somewhere. And I think, like I said, if you're going to spend that first-round pick, Buffalo picks, 26, 27? Oh, no, 28. You pick him up right there, he's perfect. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going, if I think that's a slam dunk pick. Honestly, look, I feel that Philly at number 10 picked up Robinson. It's a problem. Honestly, because it's a luxury pick. They're not supposed to be picking that. It's supposed to be the Saints. So we're like, oh, shit, we got a 10th pick.
I said Philly getting Jameer Gibbs at 31 would be a luxury.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. So, like I said, those running backs are nice. But like I said, let's go to AFC East because we haven't really talked about them. Buffalo, I'm thinking they should pick a running back. I think it'll be nice. They have very little holes. Maybe some cornerback depth because what's his name? Tre'Davious White's getting a little older. Exactly, a little hurt. Maybe pick up some depth there. But I still think they're winning that division. Miami's a wild card. And the reason why I say Miami's a wild card is because I feel it's all on Tua. He had 3 concussions last year. Like that could be career ending.
I feel like he should not play.
But he is going to play. Yeah, I'm with you. It's nothing to fuck around with. But because he could be a plant by the time he turns 40, he could be a vegetable. But I feel that they're still going all in on Tua. And when he's healthy, they're dynamic. One, because Tyreek Hill put it on his back. He's saying, no, I'm not a product of Mahomes. And he led the fucking league in yards. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't like Tyreek. I ain't even going to hold you.
And he was a stud down there.
I did not like that nigga.
Right. And that's cool. And then you got Waddle, who is a stud. Damn. So now you got Waddle down there. So Miami is stacked.
Nah,
but
that's really all they got because they ain't got Gesicki no more. They got
they did lose Gesicki. Nope. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they did lose Gesicki. They got I'll put it like this: they're stacked as far as throwing talent and receivers, because they basically got 2 number ones. If Hill wasn't there, then Dude would be number 1. But remember, who I think they were the best duo in the league. If not at receiver, I think they were.
Should be the best and the fastest.
They were. In the league. That's what I'm saying. So they got some things going on there. And remember, they got to the playoffs and had to start Skylar Thompson or whatever the fuck. So if and the funny thing, they were competitive in that game. They would have beat Buffalo if fucking Tua was in. I was shocked that it was competitive, which it shouldn't have been, with Skylar fucking Thompson playing. So that also shows that Miami has a little bit more than what they were perceived to have, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Good coaching. Yeah, McDaniels. He did some slander on the Commanders yesterday too. He was like, "Oh, it's going for $6 billion. I couldn't even get a free cup of coffee. Fuck." I was like, "God damn." So that shows that Commanders were cheap as fuck. But anyway, but I still got my Miami being second in that division. I got Buffalo leading the division, and then it comes down to I have the Patriots being 4th. I don't trust the Patriots at all. They lost their number 1 receiver. I have no faith in Juju Smith-Schuster. I think he's a joke. He wants to be dancing. I hate that guy.
I like that for him.
Yeah, I like that for him because he's some shit. Exactly. He doesn't take his shit seriously at all. This is his 3rd team in 3 years. I think he's trash. And they lost Jacoby Myers. So it's like, okay, shit. You lose Myers, who's your number 1 receiver, and you pick up Schuster, who's never been a number 1. I don't get it. And then
and gave him the same contract that Jacoby Myers signed for.
yep, exactly. You notice that too. So check that out. So I think the Patriots going to be fourth. I think Mac Jones has been regressing past that first season,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And I honestly feel Zappy played better. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel Zappy in the time he came in, he played better than Jones. But Jones is the first round pick. And how the fuck you getting
that man was gonna be a career clipboard holder?
Yeah. How you get beat out by Bailey Zappi? Yeah. So yeah. So that shows me it was more Tom Brady than Bill Belichick. I'm being honest with you. But anyway, so I feel the Patriots gonna be fourth in that division. Who else we need to talk about? We talked about the Central or the North, not the Central no more. We talked about AFC North, AFC East, AFC South. Let's talk about them. Leno's division. I think it's Jacksonville to take. I think Jacksonville. I think they got the better coach. Yeah, I think they got the better coach. They had no reason beating fucking San Diego, and they came back and beat them. Like, it was the craziest turn of events I've ever seen, honestly. They were whooping their ass.
San Diego was salty.
It was no way. Like, they were down, 28 points or some shit. It was how?
I ain't never seen the team look like they wanted to say, just let us win, please.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Like, Jacksonville had no business beating that team, and they did. So, I think Peterson's a real coach. I see how he turned it around. You got the number one talent pick in Trevor Lawrence, and they got better. They got Ridley now. You know what I'm saying? They got Ridley. On top of what they got, they re-signed Evan Ingram. Like I said, fuck Evan Ingram forever. I hate him. But he was actually decent with Jacksonville last year. I wish he was doing that in Giants because he was our first round pick. Fuck him. Peterson got him playing.
The fact that they letting players wear the number 0 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. They just did that vote. So look at Jacksonville's offense. I think Jacksonville is stacked, to be honest with you. I like their receivers. I
believe in the receivers if Calvin Ridley can actually show me that he's still Calvin Ridley.
Okay. Okay, I'm with you.
He ain't took a step back because in my head I'm thinking he's not going to have that. He's never been a very fast receiver.
Mm-hmm. He's better on the routes and the intermediate.
He I
agree with you
on his routes. Like he's a precision route runner. So if he can show that he still has that step that he had, and still can run in routes, then I have better faith in the receivers. But
here's why I like Jacksonville, and I want your take on it too. I feel Jacksonville has 6 free wins in that division. 6. At the minimum, 4. But I think at the best they can get all 6, because I think all the other teams are taking steps back, or they're going to be exactly what they did last year, which was ass. And I feel Jacksonville is going to be the team that's 11, 12 wins. That's what I think.
I can see that happening.
Because, I mean, there's no quarterback in Indy.
11, 12 wins.
To win the division. Exactly. So you see how we talking about. We're looking at, okay, what's in the division? Houston's going to be bad.
That division will be good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. And they got 5 or 6 free ones in the division. So even if they got a tough outer conference, they still got they're gonna feast in the division, and they're not gonna get any competition from in the division besides maybe an upset, right? So here's what I'm thinking, and I want your take. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you first. How do you feel the division pans out in the AFC South, like the ranking order?
Who is it?
You got Houston. You got Indy.
Houston,
you got Tennessee. You got Jacksonville.
You said Houston. In all honesty, I see Indy being last in the division, and I don't want to say that, but I do. But I can say that because D'Amico Ryans being in Houston, I really like that.
Okay. I think it's gonna take him 2 to 3 years to get that together because they're ass candy. But I love the pick. Matter of fact, I remember when we lived in Florida, you loved you some D'Amico. That was your guy, bro. You loved D'Amico, and he's respected.
Yeah.
And that was years ago. And you loved him, And he's held that respect. But I feel they have holes everywhere in Houston. Holy shit. I didn't even like what they picked last year. I didn't like them picking Stingley with the third pick. I think they should have went with Sauce. But that's me. And who had the better season? Sauce. Yeah, I don't think Stingley should have been the third pick. Come on, bro. No way. No way, bro. No way. Bad pick. I mean, they fucked that up. You can't have a lesser team get the better pick at the same position. No. There was no draft. Bro, don't do it. There was no draft that had Derek Stingley as the third pick. There was no draft except for the real one. Pick, no. I'm talking about value. Where he went. Is he a first round pick? Hell fucking yeah. Is he the third fucking pick? No.
But nobody's saying Trayvon Walker's going number 1 overall.
Wait. You're right. You're 100% right. They should have went Hutchinson. They should have. Hell, they could have even went Thibodeau. No problem. Both of those guys are better. But he works in Jacksonville. And that's the only thing I'm trying to say. You're right. But the gap between Sauce and Stingley is massive. And that's what I'm trying to say. They could have even took Tariq Woolen there instead of fucking Derek Stingley. Based on production. It's a reach on production. Listen, who had a better season? No. Who had a better season? Tariq Woolen or Stingley? No, I'm not even talking about that. Derek Stingley or Tariq Woolen? Who had the better season?
Tariq Woolen.
Bro, you can't have that. That's what I'm saying. No way.
We can say Woolen had a better season than Sauce too.
That's debatable, but Sauce played up to being that 10th pick. Did Stingley play up to being the third pick? Come on, bro. No way Stingley should have been third. They fucked that up.
I'm not saying he should have been third.
Nah.
I'm not saying he should have been third.
I'm not picking him there.
Team as a whole and what they already have in place. I'm not worried about what he was taking.
Okay.
I'm just saying what they have in place.
Okay.
And on offense, they got a lot of key pieces already in place. I like Nico
Houston?
Collins. Yeah.
You talking about those?
The Texans.
Oh my fucking God, bro. I disagree. I'm hearing you because I disagree, but go ahead.
All right, so you don't like Nico Collins?
Nope. Who? It's gonna be a lot of who's. That's not saying much, brother. What you doing? That's low fruit. You kicking me when I'm down. You kicking me when I'm down. You giving me the boots. What is this? What are we doing?
The receiver they just drafted last
year. Oh, wait a minute.
Was
See, why are you thinking of receiver? John Mechie. Okay, just speed guy. You're right, because they picked up Mechie. Here's what I'm trying to say with Houston. They picked up Derek fucking Stingley when they could have got Garrett Wilson. They picked up Derek Stingley when they could have got Drake London. What are we fucking doing? All of these guys. No.
He's better than all y'all corners.
Listen, for a team, I'm thinking of. He sure is. I'm thinking you're comparing apples to oranges. Houston has holes everywhere. You shouldn't go corner when you have bigger pressing needs. And also, wait, Bob, I'm gonna get you. Hold on, I got you. Let me finish this up. No, wait, if you're going corner, they sure did, because who was the defensive rookie of the year? Sauce, nigga. Was it motherfucking Stingley? Nowhere near. He wasn't even in the top 5. Fuck out of here. Anyway, that's all.
Trayvon Walker went number 1 overall, and this nigga had 4.5 sacks.
Listen, that was a bad pick also, but he works. He works. Come on, bro. Listen, was he number 1 quality? No. Listen.
No, he wasn't.
Listen.
Just like Stingley wasn't worth the third
pick, exactly. None of them. But listen, Hutchinson was a great number 2 pick. There's no complaints on that. Where Thibodeau went number 5, great pick. You see what I'm saying? Listen, what draft you also got to factor in value, and you know that. Value.
If that's the case, you can say that
about what?
Taking Garrett Wilson or Olave and say
No. Whoa. Okay, wait. And here's why I disagree. I feel the Falcons did make the right pick because at the time you guys had Ridley. Ridley is the Garrett Wilson and the Chris Olave. You didn't need duplicates. Listen, I'm gonna give my team some shade real quick because as Giants fans, we really wanted Smitty, right? We didn't get him, and then they picked up Tony, and we were thinking we already have a Tony in Shepard. And we was like, why are you duplicating the pick? Remember, receivers, there's different types of receivers. Why duplicate your pick? So we were pissed at that pick because it's like, okay, Smitty is leagues different than a Sterling Shepard. So Smitty can be your number 1, right? And if they didn't have AJ big beasting AJ Brown, he would be their number 1. It's different.
He wasn't succeeding as a number 1.
Wait. That was his first season, though. Remember, he's going into his 3rd season right now, Smitty. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he is.
Listen.
He is, but if he's really on that trajectory to be number 1.
You know, not everyone's going to do it like Justin Jefferson did it in the first season. Come on, bro. You can't do that.
That's a number 1. Jamar Chase is a number 1.
Best straight player in the world, W Stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. We're just talking. We're talking in-depth drafts. I appreciate you. First time being in here. Thank you. What's it say? The best, I guess, straight 6 player in the world, something like that. Wherever it is, thank you for tuning in. I don't know. I almost got that messed up. But anyway, so look, but what I'm trying to say is this, right? Is there's different types of receivers, and you know that. I feel the Drake London pick worked because you guys had Ridley. He was supposed to be paired with Ridley. So if you got a Olave and a Wilson who had better seasons, so I get your point. They had better seasons, but I feel the pick for the Falcons made sense. I feel the Jacksonville pick only made sense because Trayvon is a better run stuffer than Hutchinson and Thibodeau, who are more edge, get the quarterback guys. You know, you gonna stuff the run with Walker. Was he worth a number 1 pick? No, but that's the reason why they picked him. Okay, cool. I feel Houston had needs everywhere, and they went with a corner. That's not gonna make your team better. That's all I'm saying.
But Sauce was going to make them better.
No. The only way Sauce would have made them better is because he's the direct comparison to Stingley. But I don't think they should have went corner. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not a Houston Texans fan. Dude, should they have went corner with the 3rd pick? No. We both agree. Ding, 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 ding. I'm with you. That's what they should have did. Someone wants one of these quarterbacks every fucking draft. Let's trade back because we got so many holes. Similar to what Chicago did this year. All right? That's what I'm saying they should have did, but they didn't. They should have got best player available, bro. Come on. Best player available. Huh? Best player.
Maybe in their head, they was thinking, we were at pick 8. They knew they couldn't last that long.
Okay.
Stingley couldn't stay on the board that long. If he got to 6, we probably would have traded up.
Fine. I think that would have been I think it would have been a great pick. Yeah, I'm with you. That would have been excellent. But at number 3 on a team that needs everything, no. That's all I'm saying. All they got is Laramie Tunsil. Who else? You saying Nico Collins? They could have got better receiver. Here's what I'm trying to say. They could have got the better. They
got John Mechie. He just been hurt.
No. Listen, wait, real quick. I know they got Mechie. He's nowhere near Drake London. He's nowhere near Chris Olave. He's nowhere near Garrett Wilson. That's what I'm trying to say. He's nowhere near them boys. Oh, he's nowhere near Jameson Williams. He's nowhere near none of them. None of them. No. There's tier A's, there's tier B's. He's lower tier B, almost tier C. He's a speed guy and that's it. He wasn't even that nigga at Alabama. What are you doing? Bro? You're tripping. So they got Michi, that's cool. But he's nowhere near in that tier. There was like 4 receivers that went. Oh, Burks was in that draft too, right? He's not even Burks.
You bet not ever.
Come on. Michi's not better than Burks. Get the fuck up out of here. You're tripping, man. Burks is way better than Michi.
That nigga can't even run his routes.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. You're tripping. We agree to disagree, and that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, listen. There was 4 receivers that went that are better than John Michi's ass. John Michi's okay. He's got great speed. Listen, he's got great speed. He's got great speed. The fucking Texans are going to be last place in that division. I think Indy's going to be better than them because Texans got holes everywhere. They just got a stud. They just got a stud motherfucking left tackle, and that's it. So Davis Mills. Okay, they got. Okay, you got me. You got me, bro. You got me. Why'd you have to pull the card? Why'd you do that? I was tripping. Okay, I was tripping. But still, that's all they got, though. They got a left tackle and a stud running back. Pierce is a beast. He's good too. And I was like, I didn't know who the fuck. I was like, who? But he actually was pretty good. Pierce is that dude. But that's all they got. They have nothing else, bro. Nothing. And think about it. If you're going to get not CJ Stroud, he's going to Carolina. If they're getting Bryce Young, right? If they're getting Bryce Young.
I hope they get Anthony Richardson.
Because fuck with Houston, that's fine. But they're going to get one of the two because they're picking 2. Listen, if they're going with that, then don't you think developing the offense would have been better instead of going defense? Because remember, here's what the issue is when you're a team that has so many holes drafting a corner in the top 5, is because teams can shy away from that stud corner. You can get blanketed out the game and just go elsewhere versus you drafting for a position that instantly improves your team. That's what I'm saying about Houston.
I mean, that's true.
You can go away from Stingley, and then damn, he can't impact you. He's not a returner.
If you follow your number 1 then you can't go away from him.
They got too many holes. I feel if you're gonna draft a corner in the top 5, you got to be a team that has talent, but they just was so lacking at corner. And I feel Houston had holes everywhere. They got a tackle and a running back. What else? They still need a number 1 receiver. They still need a number 1 receiver. Who are they safeties? Okay. Who's on their line? Have they even have exactly who? No. Who's their replacement for J.J. Watt? That was years ago. Who's their replacement now?
They still ain't got one.
I'm proving my point, bro. Proving my point. Who? They could have got Thibodeau. But mind you, they could have got Thibodeau. Thibodeau went 5. Stingley went 3. Who would have impacted the team more? Stingley or Thibodeau? That's what I'm saying, bro. The defensive line can impact when you get a dog rushing. It's going to impact it more than a corner. And I play corner, but you can ease the corner out. You can phase them out. Versus that dude coming off that right side edge or the left side edge, they're going to impact if they that dude. They wasn't getting Hutchinson.
It took a little minute to catch on and
it sure did. It sure did.
We got playing on the line beside him too, so they took up a lot of their attention.
Look, I'm with you. Thibodeau went to the right team in New York because we had people in line. We had. Remember, Big Cat Williams. Leonard Williams is big. He's a big motherfucking dude. And then you got Sexy Dexy, right? So he's really strong too. So and then you got Dexy who had his career season. So your line is looking good. So of course Thibodeau gonna eat once he gets it together. But I feel Houston could have used that versus a Stingley. That's all I'm saying, bro. I wouldn't have went corner. And even if what's his name? Tavon, what's his name? Jackson or whatever. What's his name? The one that went number 1.
Trevon Walker.
Walker's. Thank you. Even if Walker went 3, I would. Okay. Now you're doing something. Okay. Still a little reach, but I could see it impacting the team more than Stingley. I think Stingley should have went in the 9 or 10 range to a team that really needed a corner and they had the positions elsewhere already lined up to go. Houston got too many needs. But we gonna see, bro. Then that's cool. If y'all picked him, then it works. Does it work in Houston? No. It don't work in Houston. If he goes to anywhere else, Houston got holes everywhere, bro. They have nothing. But Stingley.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Sauce, he actually got the defense with him.
But Sauce also made that defense better too. It's not like he just was serviceable. He was making fucking plays. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not gonna do that now.
Serviceable, but what I'm saying is, they made it seem like he was like.
You think they overrated him? Oh, okay. You think they overrated him? Okay, yeah, okay. So you bring him back to earth. I'm with you. Yeah, he got beat on a stutter. I'm with you. But the fit made sense. I feel the fit does not make sense in Houston because what else do they have? You got three players then.
But you gotta start somewhere though.
But you don't start with corner. That's what I'm saying. You don't start with corner. Look.
Who else was they supposed to get?
I'm gonna break it down to you. Wait. No, they wasn't. That's the thing. Remember, they picked third. Walker was not a top edge. He was third. Thibodeau went fifth. Thibodeau was there. That's what I'm saying. Even though I love Thibodeau. No, here's what I'm trying to say. No. What I'm trying to get, I'm talking about going up into the draft. It was Hutchinson and Thibodeau. Walker was a distant third, is what I'm saying. And then the dude from Purdue. And then the dude from Purdue, George Karlaftis or whatever, went to Kansas City. And then him. What I'm saying, this was last year, we remember it, right? What I'm saying is Houston, if you get the edge, right, you already got your left tackle. He lined up. He's good. He got guaranteed contract, negotiated himself. He's straight. You got a stud running back. I forgot about Pierce. My bad. Pierce is great. Maybe even go another offensive line. Who's the right tackle? Maybe go right tackle. Like since we got Tunzel, all right, let's go right tackle and let's get this line good to go. But they didn't, is what I'm saying. So now it's looking weird. You wasn't going quarterback because all those quarterbacks are ass. So you're not doing that. But you had so many other holes. To me, you would go defensive end and get Thibodeau, who's first round talent. That's what I'm trying to say. But you went corner when you have other holes.
They probably looked at Thibodeau like, I looked at Thibodeau. He was
how'd you? Because you thought he was overrated. Okay, and that's fair. That's fair. And I feel for that pick, Stingley is super overrated. For that pick, there's no way I'm doing that. Not at number 3. At number 9, number 10, you trade back. Bing, bing, bing. You trade back. You trade back and you get best player available because we got so many holes. Like I said, Chicago did it. Damn, you know what? Let's trade back. You know, we got Fields and some bums. Let's get what we can get. You know, because they got a big hole at linebacker because Roquan's no longer there. We got to plug. We got to figure out what's going on with linebacker. We got to figure out what's going on with defensive end. Their defense is in some shambles. All they got is Fields making plays, and Mooney's good. Mooney's like a number 3 receiver. They got Mooney, and I think they still got Montgomery, right, as a running back. I think they still got David Montgomery, right? They don't got Montgomery no more.
All right, so they got what's the wide receiver?
Mooney.
They traded for DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ's their number 1, but I'm talking before that. Before they got the haul, they had Mooney. Fields, Mooney,
Claypool. They got Chase
Claypool. They got Claypool, who's the number 2. Mooney's your number 3. But Mooney was producing like he was number 2, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But they knew it. They needed some help. So now they got the players. Houston should have did that. Find some type of trade partner. With the number 3 pick, you can still find somebody and move down to build the team like how Chicago's doing. But picking Stingley, that's not it. Nope, because you can phase them out, is what I'm saying. You can't phase out a defensive lineman. That's what I'm saying. Nah, come on, bro. You ain't phasing out. Remember, you can move them around. Think about it. You can move them. So let's say you got a stud left tackle. You can move that motherfucking DN to the right side. You're not thinking about strategy, bro. Right now, you can move the defensive lineman around.
Says that if once you get to that right side, they won't double team your ass on that side.
Listen, you can, but for the teams, not all 31 teams is going to do that. Adjustments, right? Adjustments, right?
Houston don't have nobody on defense.
You're totally right.
Got one stud DN. That's it. He's moving from left to right.
I could do the same thing you just said. I'm with you. Then you just say they got to start from somewhere, right? This was Joe's words. Joe said it to me. Listen. The key positions you start with in the NFL, you know this. Quarterback. You got to get your tackle position right. Someone's got to protect the quarterback.
I mean, technically, we started with corner.
And then D line. No, wait a minute. You guys had a number 2 corner already. So you're bringing in Terrell to be your number 1. Don't do that. That season y'all drafted Terrell, either y'all had a true fall or you had the other cat. I forgot his name, but y'all had a number 2 already. So icing on the cake was AJ Terrell from Clemson. It made sense. I would have picked the other cornerback because I think Clemson corners are ass, but y'all picked him. And I seen him get toasted by Chase and them boys at LSU. I see AJ Terrell get dicked in the ass by Chase. Chase made him look bad. I was like, damn, this is going to be bad. So anyway, that's what I was seeing. I seen him in a national championship game. Chase say, you can't cover me. Fuck you. And get the touchdown. I was like, oh shit, fuck.
Nigga, but I was cheering against this nigga in the national championship for LSU.
I seen it. Yeah, he got. Well, Chase is that dude, so I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, this is Chase, but he was locked in 1-on-1 with AJ Terrell the entire game, and Chase did whatever the fuck he wanted to do with him. So I was like, well, I can't pick that in the top 10, maybe in the 20s, but he went in the top 10. Okay, cool. And like I said, he's got great size, 6'1", 200 something. Hey, I like AJ Terrell's size, but I seen him get burnt by a receiver he's gonna have to cover in the NFL. That's all I'm saying. But it made more sense than what Houston did. Anyway, let's get back to the AFC South. We just disagree with that one. But I feel Houston's going to be worst in that division. Who do you got being number 4? Do you got Indianapolis? I think you might have mentioned that. I think Houston's going to be the worst. I think Houston's winning 4 games.
I can say Indy going to be the same way. They only going to win for. They ain't got no quarterback.
It's going to be a bad division. I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you.
They got Jonathan
Toss up.
And they ride.
Yeah, and he's already bringing up injuries. Healthy. Exactly. So they're already fucking up. I'm with you.
Like Michael Pittman. He got a brick for. Shit, he got 1 brick hand.
Yeah, it's going to be Houston and Indy. I'm still thinking Houston's going to finish worse. I'm going to give Indy some bail. Shout out to Leno. Just trying. I'm hoping. We grasping for straws. For Leno's sake. I'm thinking, okay, Indy 5 wins, Houston 4 wins. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Tennessee. Look, I really would. I love my boy Malik Willis. I love him, but he can't fucking throw the ball, and it pisses me off. I want to see him do well, but he can't throw the ball. How the fuck?
They put him in too early.
Yeah, and I feel like the coach is such a defensive linebacker guy. I don't think he's going to develop him, and that's the thing. He needed to go. I really wanted him to go to Pittsburgh because I know Tomlin's going to develop, and I feel that Pickett. That's why I'm saying Pickett. You've seen it towards the end of the season, he was starting to develop. I just wish Malik went there, but it is what it is.
And that's why I was saying, like, everybody wanted the Falcons to do what Tennessee did, just throw Desmond Ridder out there.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all did.
Glad y'all did. Smarter than that. Yeah. Like, he purposely set them.
Yep.
Set him
learn. Need you to learn. Need you to learn.
Yeah.
Need you to learn. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yep. Got to know the playbook. You're right. Yeah. It makes sense. Yeah. Because we sat Daniel Jones too in that season where Eli was there, and we put him behind. So it's starting to finally make some sense a little bit, but yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, so we got Jacksonville definitely easily winning that division. Yeah. And then we got the 3 bums bringing up the rear, basically. They're all going to be like 4 wins, 5 wins, if that. All right, cool. So we talked about the AFC. That was AFC North, right? Or AFC South. Sorry about that. West is the last thing, and we'll cut the stream. So, AFC West, we already know what it is. It's Patrick Mahomes, it's Travis Kelce, and them boys. I think they're going to get better. I think they proved everyone wrong, saying that, oh, you lost, a stud receiver in Hill, and we were able to plug in some guys and still get the chip. And they did it. Yeah. I think they did the same thing y'all did, bringing in that stud running back that's tough. Pacheco is that dog, and they got him in with the 7th round. Damn, you know what I'm saying? He was running in that joint like a first-round pick. So I'm like, fuck. Well, they got that. Their 2 starting corners are both rookies. They can only get better, and they actually held up and did decent versus Philly, because I feel like for rookies, then Smitty and AJ Brown should have had 150 yards. To be honest, it's the Super Bowl, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? But Hurts did have a good game, and Brown did have a good game too. But I feel like they can only get better. And I love Bolton. I love Nick Bolton. He makes Nick plays. Bolton. See what I'm saying? We like them dogs that just. Yeah. I love a Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton and George Karlaftis down there with Big Charlie.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Chris. What's his name? Chris Jones still good. Yeah, so they got some good stuff. They just played a lot of rookies, and I think it worked out for them. When you're getting production you're getting starters out of rookies, that's saying something on a Super Bowl caliber team. That's saying a lot. I mean, you want to be in that position. You're paying your players that need to be paid, and yet you're getting production and quality production out of your rookies. And Kansas City did that. So I still think they're going to get 13, 14 wins, and they're easily going to win their division. My issue is San Diego was supposed to be that second team. And the way they got dicked in the ass by Jacksonville is troubling. That's what I'm saying. See, and that's the thing. I feel their coaching's ass. They should have let them go, and they doubled down. Fuck. So I think that's going to fuck up. I think that's going to fuck Herbert up. And then you got Eckler asking for a trade. Eckler was like the number 2 and number 3 running back in the NFL. What are we doing?
Like, he was the offense.
I'm telling you, he's good.
And receiving and catching
right? See, we agree. I hate their coach. And it's not just me. A lot of motherfuckers think he's a dickhead. Fuck this guy.
I don't know what Buddy problem is, but
I think he fucking the owner or daughter or something. I don't know what's going on, bro, but it's bad. It's bad, bro. We hate their coach. But the talent on the San Diego squad, well, not San Diego, my bad. LA, right? They're LA Chargers now, right?
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, it's confusing as fuck because they were San Diego for like all of our childhood. What are we doing? But anyway, all of our childhood. That was like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, but the LA Chargers, I love their talent that they got. I hate their coaching. I feel the coaching fucked them up in that game. Like, he made no adjustments. None. And you lose a playoff game to Jacksonville. So I think Herbert's gonna be just like Phillip Rivers. He's gonna waste his career in LA, and it's gonna suck.
Because they just started negotiations with him, and I hope he don't sign.
I hope he don't, bro. I hope, like, Eli was so smart not signing there. He was like, no, fuck this shit. You guys are an inept organization. I'm not signing there. Eli caught a lot of flack for that. He knew back then, and it worked out. 2 Super Bowls, and San Diego ain't won shit since. Nothing.
Just wasted Phillip Rivers' whole career.
Wasted. And Phillip can ball. Ooh. And he has nothing to show for the shit. Nothing, bro. And he was actually good. 9 kids. And he maybe got 9 playoff victories, maybe. Anyway, yeah.
I don't even think he got that.
Yeah, and he wasted it. That's the wasted career. It's like, and it was the organization. It's not the talent. Phillip could play, and he had Gates. I think he had LT, right?
Yes.
They should have won way more games than what the fuck they did with that team. You had Gates and LT, bro.
That nigga had Ricky Rashay Caldwell.
Yeah. I remember. It's Florida. Big ass odds, bro. And he was making them look good. Listen, so I feel Herbert's unfortunately going to be in the same situation because we like Derwin James. I think he's a stud. I like Eckler. Eckler was, like I said, top two, maybe top three running back in the NFL. Touchdown, making plays. And what's the dude with the beard, the receiver? You know his name.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's been good for years. It's like I think he's gonna be wasted because they got a dickhead coach, dickhead head coach, dickhead, and that's gonna fuck up San Diego. Big Mike Williams too. They got a squad, bro. They got a squad, but it's the coach. But I still think they're gonna win. 9-10 games. I think they're gonna be number 2 in that division. I think Las Vegas is gonna be number 3. I think Garoppolo is good because he has a winning record. Being a quarterback, he just gets injured a lot. But I still think they got talent in LA. Not LA, but Las Vegas. Because I love Josh Jacobs. I think he's great. I think he's a good running back. And they still got Adams there. Still got Adams. You know what I mean? They still got Adams. Yeah. So I still think they got the talent to win some games. And the last place, of course, is Denver. I think they're trash. I think they got some key players. Maybe
I don't believe in Russ.
Maybe Peyton can turn it around because I like their coach, and that's the thing. I wish. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I think Sean Payton should have went to the Chargers. Then I would have really loved him because I think he's a great coach. I think he's at the wrong team, and I feel the Chargers have the wrong coach.
Give now Peyton Justin Herbert.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, yes. You see what I'm saying? Even though you hate Peyton, that fit is amazing.
Yeah, I don't like the nigga, but
yeah. I'm thinking that fit makes sense, right? It's like, oh my God, you give them Peyton with Herbert, Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. Oh.
Defense, Khalil Mack, and
Joey Bosa, bro. See, look, they got some talent in Chargers, but the coach is a dickhead. I think Peyton should have went there, but it wasn't available because they doubled down on whoever the fuck his name is.
That's probably why Nasir Adderley retired.
Damn, that's crazy because I remember him being drafted. I remember him coming out. He's young.
But he's only like 25, 26 years old.
What the fuck happening?
It was only a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. I remember him coming out of Delaware. I remember that. So I'm like, wow. But it's crazy. But that's how I think the West is going to shape up. I think Denver's going to be in last place. 3 or 4 wins for Denver. I'm thinking it's going to be the Las Vegas Raiders. And then I think it's going to be LA Chargers just because of the talent. Fuck their coach forever. And I think Kansas City going to be 12, 13, 14 wins. Yeah. Easy. They're getting all the wins in that division, by the way, too. Kansas City going to put their dick on their head.
Oh, yeah, they sweeping the division.
Yeah. They might lose because that rematch with Philly. They played the Super Bowl the first season. They might get that victory. Philly may get that. But I think Kansas City going to win some games. They're going to win the majority of their games. They're going to lose like 3 or 4. They always do. They don't go undefeated. They're going to lose like 3 or 4 games, maybe 3. And that's it. But I still think Kansas City going to be right back in contention for the Super Bowl along with Cincinnati in the AFC. But I think the AFC, the longest Pat is there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Longest Pat. And Andy Reid, too. Underrated coach. Makes adjustments. That's a big thing. We know that. Certain coaches, they are credible because they make the fucking adjustments. And then other ones don't do the shit. And then you fucked in the end. So that's how I feel. Yep. that San Diego coach. Dickhead.
You bitch ass man.
Yeah. Dickhead. But yeah, man. So I think that was our pod breaking down the entire NFL, and we went division by division. I don't think we skipped the division either. We went all 4 in the AFC, all 4 in the NFC. What we think is going on, I think it's going to mirror. There's going to be some surprise teams. I think the surprise team is going to be Detroit. I think they're on the up and up. I like that their team has bought into their coach. That's something big. Buying into your coach. Like that, always been, bro. And he's no nonsense. And I like that. So I feel that Detroit's going to be better than what they were last year. I think, of course, Green Bay is going to go way down. I think Minnesota's going to go way down. That's how I feel about that. I know there's going to be a surprise team in the AFC. I don't know which team that's going to be yet. You know, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's going to be some surprise team in each division. My bet for the NFC is going to be Detroit, and I think there's going to be one in the NFC. I mean, the AFC that we don't know yet. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who could it be though. You know, who could it be? I'm thinking it probably going to come from AFC South maybe, but I'm thinking Jacksonville's got that. So in the NFC North, we already think Cincinnati's going to do it. Oh, you know what? It might be Pittsburgh. I'm not going to underrate Pittsburgh.
Like
I'm thinking listen, I'm going to do like this because you're right. I would have picked Malik Willis over him with Tomlin. But I'm thinking they did finish the season strong. So I'm thinking that they may be the surprise team that makes the playoffs. Remember, it's 7 teams now. It's not 6 teams anymore, right? It's 7 teams in the playoffs. So now that I'm thinking is that Pittsburgh didn't make it last season. Miami did. And I'm thinking that might switch this season. It's Pittsburgh making it as a wild card. And they were the team that didn't make the playoffs last season. What you think?
Well, it all depends on who's Miami's quarterback.
Right. Like I said, if in a wild thing,
Miami quarterback,
look, I'm praying. I'm legit. I'm not joking. I want Tua to stay healthy because I feel another concussion or two is potato season for this guy. I want him to stay healthy. He's risking it, and I'm like, ugh, but. If we already know Miami was number 1 in offense when they were on their when they went on their run, they were number fucking 1 by far. By the way, they were kicking ass with ease, bro. It was nasty what the fuck they were doing. But
I had 2 on my fantasy team.
I know you was feasting. You was like, oh yeah, fuck them up. So, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's gonna be Pittsburgh. I think Cincinnati's still going. I don't think Cincinnati's going to be dominant, by the way. No, they're not a dominant team, but I feel they're going to have enough wins to finish first. And I think in Pittsburgh is going to be second. I'm thinking Baltimore is going to take a step back.
Yeah, Baltimore's going to take a step back.
Yeah, I'm thinking Baltimore's going to take a step back. And I still think Cleveland's going to be ass. I'm thinking Cleveland's still going to be ass. I don't trust Deshaun Watson. Yeah. I'm hoping he do, and I think they're gonna lose Hunt.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Hunt.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Cleveland's still gonna be 4th. Baltimore might be 4th if they don't retain Jackson. But that's what I'm thinking. Pittsburgh is gonna be like 9-10 wins, and that's gonna be the surprise because they wasn't this last year.
I don't see Lamar playing for Baltimore. No more.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. So whatever team he goes to, I'm thinking he gives them 2 or 3 wins easy. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know which team that is. It's too early. But I don't think Baltimore being where they normally are, playoff contention, I don't think they're going to be without Lamar Jackson is what I'm saying. And I think that's fair. I don't think I'm trying to be hard or anything. I'm thinking that's fair. Like, I don't trust Baltimore without Lamar Jackson. It was all in on him. Like, no. But to what you were saying earlier, they're feeling, look, we did a Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer. We did it again with Joe Flacco. We could do it again with whoever the fuck else. All right, Baltimore, you got it. Let me see it again then, because I don't trust it.
The way I'm looking at it, I'm like, they can actually just ride this shit out. If they get the 2 first rounders, okay, boom.
Mm-hmm.
I will package that shit, send it on to another team up in the top 5. Hey, let me get your first.
True. And then look, next year.
Fucking Anthony Richardson.
Oh no, what I'm saying is they can stay put with Hundley. If they do that and get the 2 joints, because next year is the quarterback draft. You got Caleb Williams, who's a dog. He's gonna be probably the first pick, and if not him, it's gonna be Drake May. You got 2 studs coming out next year. You got Drake May and you got motherfucking Caleb Williams. So I would do it like that. Let me get that Lamar Jackson, and then you have 2 picks.
When Edwards come out that draft,
yeah.
Sanders probably gonna be in that draft.
Right. So that's 4 first-round potential quarterbacks. You're right.
It's more.
It is more. But next year is the quarterback draft because you got 2 bona fide number. You got 2 bona fide number 1s, and then you got some serviceable guys in the late first that can go. Because I don't trust Quinn Edwards. I feel already Manning's better already. You know me, I'm gonna go for the Manning. But I feel Edwards for Texas. Hey, what it is, what it is. Anyway, but I feel he's still gonna be late first round, early second. I think Shador Sanders does have talent. And he's going to be able to prove it at this year, finally in the big leagues in Colorado, right?
He's training with Tom Brady.
That's when I didn't even know that. So look at that, because Dion can do that. Oh, you know what? Fuck these little trainers. I'm prime. This is my son. Yeah. Let me call up a favor. Yeah. So I'm with you. And now it's not him coming from an HBCU. Now it's him coming from a Power 5 conference. So and that's another thing. We haven't talked college football yet. I feel Colorado is going to end the season in the top 25. Late 20s. Look at us. Mm-hmm. Look at us. That's a sneaky pick. But I'm thinking Colorado, they're going to sneak their way in the top 25. That's what with the, remember, you got NIL and you also got transfer portal. It's not like it was when we was in college. No, you got people that can come over. So, and I'm thinking them boards are going to see, why am I sticking with Joe Schmo when Prime is a fucking Hall of Famer? Let me go. And then Colorado's campus is beautiful. You got mountains right there right outside the stadium and shit. You know how many hoes you can get? Anyway, I'm just saying. And we legal. I was going to say it too. And we legal. What? Bro. So anyway. Just home, chilling. You got different strands growing and shit. you go skiing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but so I'm thinking that just lumberjacking all day. But anyway, that's a sneaky pick. So that we also not only did we give you pro football, we gave you a little bit of sneaky college plays. Colorado between 21 and 25. That's a lock for me and Joe. Reg and Joe, they're gonna be in the top 20 by the end of the season. And a lot of people are not going to realize how big of a turnaround. Remember, Colorado won one game last year. One fucking game. And to be top 25 the next season. We're not playoffs. We're not saying that. No. We're saying they're going to be in the top 25. And that's major.
I'm saying they're going to have the best cornerback duo in college football.
By the end of the season or in the next season, I'm with you on that too. Yeah, I'm with you. They got holes because Colorado had nothing. So give Dion 2 years to get the players coming in. This is his first year, but I think they're going to finish top 25, bro.
He got Travis Hunter
already, and the Cuz. Yeah. The corners are good. I'm talking about other positions. That's what I'm saying. They still need receivers, everything else. Because the cupboard is bare. They were ass. One game in their division. They're not even in that SEC. So it's gonna take them time, but still top 25. Even at 25, that's an amazing season. So look, you see how we agreed on that too. So watch out. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with you too. I'm like they're underrating how many people are going there and are going to be ready to play. Remember, even though Jackson State lost in the championship game, they finished that season undefeated. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Even though it's second division, they still went undefeated, bro, and whooped team's ass.
I don't care. At any level of
any level, undefeated. Yes, exactly, 100%. I'm with you on that. That's why when Carson Wentz came out and he went to North Dakota State, it was impressive because they were undefeated. You know what I'm saying? That they were putting dicks on the fucking table in their division. You can't compare everything to D1. There's D2 and D3. But if you go undefeated, you're doing something because you still got the competition at that level. You see what I'm saying? And that's still saying something. Yeah. So I'm with you, man. I'm with you completely. I think Colorado sneaky top 25 team next season. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. They're gonna get it done. Yeah.
Next podcast we got
talk a little bit about college. We gonna do that. Like I said, it's always some good stuff. We almost went 2 hours here, and we were supposed to only go 30 minutes. But that's the bond. That's what I'm saying. You get that. Pro Football Rants with Reggie and Joe. We talk everything encompassing football. You know, because we used to do back in our Xbox days, we played an NCAA game and get those draft picks and draft them right over to the Madden and then play the Madden. And that's what we would do. So we knew college, and remember, we was at a Power 5 school at Florida A&M and Florida State was in the same fucking city. So we was around these boys. We was around NFL talent. Right there. We was around NFL talent. Like I said, I trained with Michael Ray. Tony Carter played years with the Denver Broncos. Right there. So it's like, come on. We seen Big Geno Hayes. Rest in peace to my boy. We was in college. We was in class with him. So it's like, come on, bro.
I didn't even go to Florida State. That was in class.
You still in class? You were still in class. You were still. I was like, bring you in. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, and we just did it like that, man. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna talk about. This is a good podcast. It's twitch.tv Reggie versus Solid. I'm gonna upload it to the YouTube channel after I do a little bit of edits. I'm so good to be discussing some draft stuff with you. I'm hoping our draft goes well. Like I said, the boy you know is center. If we go with him, I need some type of receiver in the second round. And what's your number one position for you in the draft? Position.
It's still edge.
Still edge. Okay. So the Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. I mean, in a crazy scenario, if fucking Will slides down, snatch him. I mean, look, shit happens. We remember last draft we didn't expect Hutchinson to go not number one. What the fuck? We did not expect that. Like, Detroit was like, oh, shit.
No. What Detroit didn't expect is James Houston to come in and get 7 sacks.
Okay. That was another good one, too.
Now
you got that.
Duo.
Yeah. Now you got the duo. Yeah. That's why I said Detroit going to be number one in their division. I'm thinking Detroit is going to leap up. What's up?
And he came straight from Jackson State.
I didn't even know that. Wow, look at that. Jackson State got some talent, bro. Jackson State got some talent. They got some dogs. I'm telling you, it's hard to go undefeated in any division that you're in, bro.
He gonna be in his draft.
Yeah.
I believe he gonna be in his draft.
They got a D lineman that's projected. It might have been the name you just mentioned. They got a D lineman that's really, really good. I forgot his name though. Yeah, they got a D lineman that's really good. Yeah. But it's all good. We'll talk a little bit more college. I'm gonna do a little bit of research. We'll talk some college. We'll talk a little bit more about the NFL. We'll see where Lamar Jackson is. If there's any thing on that.
If he ever gets traded.
Oh, the Commanders are about to be sold right now. And that's something we didn't even talk.
Holding up a lot with them too.
True. Right now, the $6 billion bid was put on the table by Magic Johnson's group. And I honestly think Jeff Bezos and Jay-Z can come a little higher than that. Maybe at 6.3, 6.4 billion. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be a bidding war because people don't realize that Washington Commanders is the 4th most valuable franchise in the world right now. 4. There's like Manchester United, Dallas Cowboys, New York Knicks is up there, which is weird. And then there's motherfucking Washington. It's crazy. And if it's not the world, it's definitely NFL. But they're in the top 5. Actually, they're in the top 4. I know they're no later than 4, even though the team hasn't been winning. But you got to think about the area and everything, right? You got to think about that. So Denver, when the Broncos sold last year, they went for 4.6, and that's the record. But team or packages or groups are going to overpay for NFL franchises because guess what? There's only 31 of them. There's 32 teams, but Green Bay is literally owned by the fans. So Green Bay is never going to be sold to an owner because they're owned literally by the city of Green Bay. So there's only 31. So the price is going to go up. Exactly. So the price is always going to go up for these franchises because there's only 31 of them. You know what I mean? So, and Dan Snyder, even though he's a dickhead, he's going to make 25 times what he paid for the Commanders back in the 90s. 25 times that. So he's going to be skating good. But I'll be surprised if it sits at $6 million like what it is right now. And that's a lot of money, but think about it. These franchises are going to be worth $10 billion in the next 15 to 20 years. 10 billion. So, because remember, they're trying to expand this shit to go to London. They're trying to expand this shit to go back to Germany. Because remember, there was an NFL Europe when we were kids. And then they play games in Mexico City. They're thinking about making this shit kind of not global, but beyond the North American continent is what I'm trying to say. And if they do that, they can easily make a team in Toronto. Easily, because there's already the Argonauts there. Now you got a team in Canada. You got a team in Mexico. And now you might have a team in London. And figure out how to work that. A team in Germany.
There's going to be brand new conferences.
Brand new conferences, exactly, bro. And that gives them a chance for conference-free alignment because there's some conferences that are weird. We didn't talk about that. I want to talk, because I'm a nerd when it comes to this shit. And I know you are too. But the conferences need to be fucking changed, bro. It's weird fuck. Fuck Dallas being in the NFC East, first of all. What the fuck? Why the fuck is Dallas in the NFC East? And I know Jerry Jones keeps it there because that's how he gets his franchise to be number one as far as worth. But they should be in it like the NFC South or some shit. What are you doing?
Yeah, they should be in the South.
They should be in the South. Like, everyone else around them is in the South. Why are they in the East? You know what I'm saying? And then you talk about the AFC North. Why the fuck is Jacksonville there? They're in Florida. What are you doing? What are we doing here?
I already knew we was going.
Look how far Indianapolis is from Jacksonville. What are you talking about? So there's a chance for some realignment because it's some conferences that don't make sense. You know what I'm thinking? And I want your take on this. I was thinking about it too. I know why Dallas is in the NFC East. It's the money. Because he's going to lose money going to the South. It's not enough eyes on his franchise if they're in the South, because he's getting big money playing Philly. Exactly.
His rivalry is Washington.
Washington, yeah, and they're not even the Redskins anymore. They're the Commanders. There's no Cowboys and Indians. That was his whole big thing in the '90s. There's no more Cowboys and Indians. It's Cowboys and Commanders, which doesn't fucking make sense. Anyway, what I'm thinking, and I want to know your thought on this, and we'll end the podcast. We could talk for hours like we do when we were, kicking it. I feel they should switch Carolina and Dallas. I feel
I've always said that
Carolina's close to Washington.
Yeah, they're closer to the east.
It's closer to the east. and then you put in the south, because New Orleans and Dallas are very close. Very close. They're 2.5 hours away from each other, if that. So I think it makes sense, but it's just less money coming into Jerry Jones, and he don't want that. But I'm thinking as far as logistics-wise, it makes perfect sense. Atlanta, Dallas, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. Cool. Yeah, I'm thinking that works.
Well, you can put Miami in this shit.
You could, because why the fuck is Miami in the AFC East? What are we doing? It makes no fucking sense. You know how far New England and Miami is almost 2,000 miles apart. 2,000. What are we doing? It makes no sense. None. You got 3 teams in the Northeast. The Jets, the Bills, the Patriots, and then the Dolphins? What? No sense.
It makes no sense.
No sense. No sense at all. No sense. Yeah, maybe you gonna move to Indianapolis there or something like that, but yeah, it makes no sense. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there with the AFC East, because the Miami should be somewhere in the South, either NFC South or AFC South, something, but they shouldn't be in no East.
Yeah.
Not at all.
They should be in the South.
Either way, they should be in the South of whatever conference. They should be in the South or something, because they're literally the southernmost team, literally. Why are they in the East? It gets literally no. There's no more South than that. The only thing they had going is Florida is considered on the eastern seaboard, but that's it. They're in the South. What are we doing? Why are they flying up to play Buffalo? That's so weird. Buffalo's near Canada and motherfucking Miami's near Cuba. What are we doing playing each other? Makes no sense, bro.
Be in the NFC.
It could be. It could be. And what I'm thinking is if they make that Toronto team, which they should, by the way. Toronto's a great city. They should put a definite team there, and that team should be playing Buffalo or in that the AFC East. That's where it should go. Either you're going to put them in the Central to play Indianapolis, or you're going to put that Toronto team to play Buffalo, because that's their nearest neighbor. Yeah. Or you could put it in the North, because Minnesota's right there. You could put them you could put them in the Central to play Minnesota, to play Chicago. You could do it all like that. Indy really should go there too, because Indianapolis is very close to Illinois and playing Chicago. Very close. Like it's drivable distances right there too. But whatever. Anyway, like they definitely need to realign, because fuck Dallas. First of all, fuck them as an entity, and then also they're getting the money off the NFC East backs when they should be in the fucking South somewhere. Fuck all, get them out of here, man. Get them out of here. I'm good. But yeah, that's the podcast. This was a long one, but we had so much to talk about, man. From Lamar Jackson shit to ragging on our teams to getting in depth with the NFL draft coming. I'm looking forward to getting my book. I always keep them in the bathroom. My draft joints from like Street and Smiths or Athlon Sports, whatever, and just read them while I'm taking the shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm reading about the picks and everything like that, and it's good because I liked to look at the receivers this year, and there are a lot of short guys. But we got too many because of free agents, and that's where I think we fucked up. Like, if we didn't pick up Campbell and Crowder, then I'd be good with whoever. But we need somebody big. Maybe second round we get the tank from Penn State, or we get that other guy from Wake Forest. I think Johnson's going to be gone. I seen some drafts that have Baltimore picking Quentin Johnson, which is going to piss me off, but we'll see. It's a good pick if they do.
That'll be a wasted pick.
I think really wasted, yeah, because the quarterback to throw him the ball, exactly. Going to be a Kevin White situation all over again. I don't want him to go there, but they do need a receiver. They have no receivers. Yeah. But that's it, guys. Once again, Pro Football Rants podcast with Reggie and Joe. We had a lot of laughs and shit talk, and this is what we do. Yeah. So we'll check you guys out. That's my man, Joe. I'm Reggie, and you guys have a good one, man. We'll talk to you guys soon. Twitch.tv, Reggie vs. Solace for the stream. All right.